I think I didn't mess everything up. I think we're good.
Oh my goodness. Hello and welcome to your first day of class, everybody. Welcome to Teen Monsters. I'm so excited to be running a Monster Hearts game for all of you and for these lovely, lovely, beautiful people. Say hello, everybody. I'm sure you all know Harley and Hannah at the very least already. Um, because you
Also,
two are you run the show, right?
yeah, we have the D&D usually, which is restarting in late October again, right, Hannah?
Yep.
Yeah,
We will do normal D&D
yeah,
rather than TTRPG. Yes.
yeah. But
It's still I started with D&D and branched out into other games and I've found so many wonderful games to play, but D&D is still definitely a classic at the center of the TTRPG experience. So I'm excited for you guys to get back into that. But
it's been really
first,
fun.
Monster Hearts, which is amazing, and I'm so glad I get to GM all of you. It's all of your first time, right? I get to pop
I'm scared.
I get to pop your Monster Hearts cherry. Oh
Oh
my
my goodness, stop! I'm
god.
gonna pop so many cherries this October.
So real quick, for those of you who might be new, who might be from my channel or Bella's or Tom's and not know everybody, let's go around and do some introductions. First things first, Hannah, you're in the top of the screen, so you go. Introduce yourself.
Hi. I'm Hannah or Louisiana. You can find me on Louisiana literally everywhere. I like playing a whole bunch of games, specifically a lot of JRPGs, and I'm currently playing a lot of Final Fantasy. And I'm very, very nervous. So thank you for being here. Okay, cool.
It's okay. I'm also very nervous. Don't worry about it. It'll be great. It's gonna be great. Monster Hearts is so easy to get into, so it'll be super fantastic. Right below Hannah, also Harley, introduce yourself. Tell everybody.
Hi, I'm Harley, also known as Bro Witchery. If there's any audio issues, please tell me because I'm the one doing the stream, so I can do the fixes or try the fixes or just go, haha, too bad. The alerts are silent though, so that's meant to be that way. But yeah, I am playing. Should we say like our characters as well, or?
We'll introduce them during the first
Got it.
scene.
Okay. Yeah. So I stream a lot of narrative-based games, and recently I'm playing Spiritfarer and Super Mario Odyssey, and I also love Dead by Daylight a lot. And I'm also on this channel playing D&D, like I said, in late October, and I'm very nervous. So I'm gonna shut up for once in my life and just pound it off.
Oh, it'll be great. It'll be grand. Don't be too nervous. I swear I'll take good care of all of you. Especially though, I'll take good care of our local newbie, our punk from the middle of nowhere farmland. Tom, tell us everyone about yourself.
Hi, I'm Tom. I also do a bunch of maybe not always narrative driven games, but I really do like playing solo games and just streaming that mess. I don't know. And I've streamed for a long time. I don't know. I'm not good at pitching myself. I just stick to my corner and do my thing.
My dog is currently eating my hand.
He likes
well,
Tom. He
well,
wants
I
to
need
give
to
Tom a
see.
little kissy.
Yeah, exactly. He loves Tom. All right. And as for players, last but most certainly not least, with the glorious blue hair and those beautiful ears, Bella, will you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Bella, also known as Yellow Spoon Girl, and I've never done any sort of role play, so I'm very nervous, but I'm so excited because I already love our characters and stuff, but I have no idea what I'm doing, so I hope I don't fuck it up.
This is a great introductions game because it's the rules, the dice are super super simple. I am Blue Jay. If you all don't know me, I'm the master of ceremonies or the game master, or the gay master. You know, whichever you want. I have played Monster Hearts a bunch of times, and I've played a ton of different role playing games. You can find me most days at twitch.tv/bluejay or over on Twitter at bluejay_712. And I am also obsessed with Dead by Daylight. That's pretty much all I've been playing recently. Like I could say it's for spooky season.
We
But
see
it's
each other. We
definitely
see each other.
it's
We
definitely
see.
not. It's just because I'm obsessed. And then let's introduce the game. Monster Hearts. Monster Hearts is a powered by the apocalypse system. So what that means is it's a 2d6 system. Powered by the apocalypse is a 2d6 system, which means you roll two die with 6 sides each, and then add your or subtract your stats. It's very, very simple. Each of the characters only have 4 stats. They only add or subtract up to 3 points. So like that's it for every single move. You just roll 2d6 plus or minus your stats. And I will make sure to try and just let people know, like, okay, so you're rolling this, it means this thing. So that if anyone in chat is unfamiliar with the system, like some of our players or all of our players are unfamiliar with the system, they can also follow along so they know like what's happening and why it's happening. Try to be very clear about that.
Also, just a heads up, Blue, sorry. One person said that you're really quiet, and somebody else said there's like a really slight audio desync on you. I don't know if either of those are things you can adjust with your mixer, maybe, because I don't know if I can adjust independent audio on Zoom.
I don't know about the desync. The very slight desync might just be my camera.
That's okay. It's not that bad. It's okay.
But the volume, I can try and.
Okay.
I can try.
You're doing great. Apparently, this is much better. What you just did is much better.
Okay,
also,
I just
you for
try.
the tips, everybody. We have.
Thank you.
I will
Oh my
explain the
God.
bar when Blue Jay's done with the intro stuff. I'll explain what the fuck shit.
Yeah,
up bar
explain the
does.
bar right now. It's a
Oh,
good
okay.
time.
So, the fuck shit up bar is just basically if we reach that tip goal of 200 euros during the stream, Blue Jay will make an event occur or something will happen to somebody that wasn't going to happen before, and it'll be all your fault. So really, I don't think, because like when we were playing D&D, the bar included making a barrel full of blades explode and stab everybody.
Including there was a child there.
Yeah, there was a child
was
there.
fun.
Yeah. I think, what else has it made happen? Didn't it like kill?
A character
They
died?
killed Ariana. Yeah, it did kill a
main
person. A
PC
main
did
character
die.
died.
Oh.
What else happened? Some little mini ent people came by and they were really friendly and
They
that
were
was
cute.
nice. Yeah, they were really cute. Yeah.
Can it happen like multiple times?
No,
Can,
just
like,
once per stream.
Just once per stream.
Yeah. So every stream, Blue Jay will have one thing prepared where I can't wait for it to be like,
Gotcha.
the fire alarm goes off and oh no, the sprinklers go and you all get rained on and Holly's outfit gets ruined.
So all of you are wearing these white shirts and they all get soaking wet.
Oh my god,
and you-
Brad! No,
wow.
Brad, let me take your jacket, Brad. It's really bad to have a jacket on when you're getting rained on. Let me take it off.
Yeah,
so you can
yeah.
see
If you get wet, you should take your clothes off.
Yeah, it's like hypothermia.
Oh.
It's good for you to take your
Faster.
clothes off when you're wet. It's good.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, sorry, continue, Blue Jay, with your professional talk.
That's definitely not how that's gonna work. But
It is.
I always find it's much more interesting. There are much more interesting things to do to someone than to kill their character. I can be quite devious, so we'll see how that goes. I guess we should probably just get started.
I guess we could just do that, yeah. Thank you so much. Also, everyone, we can't thank subs and all of that while the stream's going, but we will try our best as to thank them in chat, or the mods will thank you.
Or just thank each other.
Or
If
just
you
thank
see a
each other.
Sub, hype it up. You know?
It's a socialist community here.
Yeah.
So do you see how you're in like a little gray building and it looks the same as everyone else's buildings and you don't have enough to eat? It's like that, but then also so much love. So
Amazing.
I don't know why I just
What a
dissed my own
bitch.
political view that way.
I've never heard that take on it.
Anyway.
Okay.
Well,
All right. So, welcome everyone to the town of Baines Falls. Now, Baines Falls is a small town, big enough that it has its own main street, but not so big that it has multiple high schools, because that would be ridiculous. It's nestled in a forested mountainous area, mountainous and forested enough that people do and sometimes can get lost. We're going to start the scene zooming in from above on Baines Falls High School. We see a bunch of brick buildings with some ivy crawling up the sides. We come from the front of the school. You see the sign that says in large letters, Baines Falls High School. You see a extremely large bronze statue of a hedgehog looking extremely uncomfortable, and someone has spray painted an eye patch on it. And then we come in through the front door of the school. There are children from the ages of 14 to 18 rustling from place to place in the hallways. We have the customary lockers on the walls and everyone like slamming them loudly or leaning against them. There's the teen characters leaning against the locker, making out awkwardly. And we come through all of this chaos and into the homeroom. Who is the first person who arrives earliest out of the four of you to this classroom?
Not me. Absolutely not me.
I think I do.
All right. So Bella, will you describe your character and what you look like?
So I am named Bella Hawthorne, and I am a furry, an anime girl. I like Sailor Moon. Let's just get it out there, okay? I'm role playing. This isn't real.
Yeah.
Listen,
Just take that out of
You know,
context, somebody, and just clip it and just keep it and hold it forever. That's my ringtone now.
I'm always drawing, I'm always doing art, but I'm also kind of bitchy. But I just want, to sit in my spot. So I show up early, I'm just there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to draw. I'm not going to talk to anybody, especially not fucking Harley and all these other bitches in class. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm in there first.
All right. So we see Bella. Do you wear your ears to school?
Yes.
Okay. So
they're part of my identity. It's my security blanket.
I'm
It's
so
like they're
happy.
we
Yeah.
see Bella sitting third row back from the chalkboard with her ears pointed downward as she's kind of slouching over her notebook, drawing furiously. And in through the door of the classroom comes another young woman. She is, let me just see. She is Marissa. Now, Marissa is your quote unquote best friend, isn't she? She also likes anime. So can you describe what Marissa looks like to the rest of the class?
Yeah, she's okay. She's my best friend, yeah. She has blonde hair, but she's very unkempt, she doesn't really take care of herself. Her clothes never match. She doesn't really know how to dress or be cool or popular, but she'll do whatever I say, so she's my friend.
All right. So
and she's
Marissa
loyal.
comes in from the front of the class, and the second she walks in the door, her mouth is already moving, and she goes straight to the seat next to you. And you see that like she's wearing two different socks. Like one of them is an ankle sock and the other one is a knee sock, and she has no idea. Her hair, which is ordinarily messy, is like even messier. It has like one braid in it that looks like it used to be like a double French braid, but the other side is completely out of the braid by now and has lost the bow that was once on it. And she comes into the classroom with you and she just plops right down next to you. And she's like, "Oh my God, Bella, did you hear? Did you hear what happened?"
What happened?
Oh my God, Taylor died. Or like, I should say Taylor was killed.
Which Taylor?
Taylor, Brandon's older brother, the one who works at the arcade with.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, he's like super dead.
How do you know this? No, I
Because-
haven't heard this at all.
Do you not watch the news, silly? My parents have it on every morning. Anyway, they were saying that they just like found his body and it's all tore up like from animals or something, like maybe like a wolf. I don't know. Anyway, so it's like the biggest news that has ever happened. And she's just going on and on and on. And then I think that the rest of the class is starting to file in. So you'll see that let's say, group, squad, power couple, clique of cheerleaders walks into the room, and in the center, highlighted as though like God himself has a spotlight directly on her forehead, is Harley. Would you like to describe your character?
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm Holly Sharp. I'm the head cheerleader. I am very type A. I have like my finger in everybody's pot, and I help all the clubs and everything, but mainly I just do head cheerleading stuff. And I'm dating the quarterback, and his name is Brad, and he's like really cute. And I'm just very, very friendly, but a little like, just kind of very negging constantly. I'm very ahead of my time in that, where I'll be like, "Oh my goodness, yeah, I love your skirt. I could never be brave enough to wear that kind of thing." That kind of energy. Yeah, I hate me. Anyway, and I'm just trotting on in with Cordelia and Aaahh, who are my favorite two cheerleaders with me, and I'm just gonna park myself down on my seat, very excessively swing my legs around, like cross them and recross them until someone notices that I'm crossing my legs, and I'm like, yeah.
Is this the type of high school drama where the cheerleaders wear their cheerleading outfits at school, or are you in uniform like everyone else?
I think that I'm in uniform. I think Aaahh would try really hard to just constantly wear her cheerleading uniform all the time, but
Okay.
I wear my uniform with some edits. I'm very
Of
stylish,
course.
very
Oh,
Britney.
you have to be.
Yeah.
Okay. So Emma, it's like the room goes from almost completely empty, just Bella and Marissa, to suddenly most of the seats in the classroom are full because everyone is just following Harley in a crowd. And so we have the room mostly fill up as Marissa is still yapping extremely loudly right behind you, Harley, saying all of the stuff about how Taylor was killed, about how like she wonders if there's wolves that live in the woods, like how could some kind of animal get to him, or like maybe it was something else. And she's just going on and on. Do you do anything to stop her or say anything, Bella? Or
I just tune her out at this point. I'm just
Okay.
drawing and she just keeps talking. So I'm just like, yeah.
so Harley, like Marissa notices that Bella isn't paying any attention, and she like turns her face towards you, even if you weren't listening or engaging her at all. And she starts going on and she's like, yeah, so like I was watching the news and I saw Taylor's face, and like I remember how you and him were like a thing last year, right? Weren't you? And then like now he's dead. So like that must majorly bum you out, right?
Oh my god. Yeah, I would say it was like, it was less of that like we were a thing and more of like he was like a whole thing, you know? Like he was kind of weird. He was kind of obsessed with me, to be honest with you. It was kind of embarrassing. So I'm not surprised that he's got himself into some trouble because he would do like anything. Like anything. Like, you know what I mean? Super embarrassing. Anyway, how did he die?
Well, like, so they didn't say, but like they did say that he
Boring.
was super tore up. Like,
Oh my god.
I think it was probably some kind of animal, because like, what kind of human being would do that to another human being? Like,
I know.
right?
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah.
Anyway, it's super rough, and like,
Yeah.
I wonder, do you think that his family is gonna just like come to school today, or like? And she eyes the seat directly in front of you, Harley, where his brother, Brandon, would ordinarily sit in class.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if they didn't show up, like, no one would really notice. So maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know.
And as the bell rings, like right the second the bell rings, through the doorway, we see Hannah. Do you want to describe your character as you walk in perfectly on time? You're muted.
I was muted. So I come in and I'm very like pretty well dressed, like very not necessarily, maybe the hair is a little bit frazzled, but the uniform is very much how it should be, prim and proper, even a little extra something just to kind of make it a bit unique. And I have like my little bag to the side, which is just filled with all of the books that I'm going to need for the year. And I just go quickly and kind of look over at Harley and her group as I walk through and take my seat and just kind of give them a little.
I like wave back at Hannah. I almost excessively swivel my wrist as I do it, and I wave back at her.
Amazing. So the bell goes off, you sit down, and in comes the homeroom teacher. The teacher is your English teacher, because you have a homeroom, but it's also like a class of its own. So it's English lit. And it's a younger teacher. He probably just got his degree or teaching license. I don't fucking know.
Is he hot?
Sorry. Can I swear? Am I
You can
allowed
swear.
to?
You can. No, you can swear. Is he hot? Answer the question.
Yes.
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 I
So
lean forward.
just he walks in and he has this like Spider-Man but Peter Parker kind of air, where he has like really lithe but obviously like semi-muscled limbs. He's wearing like a blazer and a button-up shirt, but you can tell that it's like just slightly too big for him, as though he doesn't really like it, but he's required to wear the blazer. He has just like regular brown hair, and it's a little overgrown, a little over length, but not like super over length. And I would say like right behind him, like he's ushering this person in, comes a new student who almost looks like they look like echoes of each other, honestly, these two. So Tom, will you describe your character, please?
Yes. I don't. Hi, everybody. So I'm sorry I was a little late. I got a little lost. I don't know what it's like being in a school this big, but I'm from out of town, and I'm happy to see everybody.
I lean further forward.
Yeah, sorry about that, Tom. So this is the new student, Tom Dingle. He'll be joining us. I think that we have there's an empty seat, and he points to the back of the classroom behind Brad, which is, I believe, Harley's boyfriend. And there is also an empty seat in the front of the classroom, right in front of Harley. But the teacher intentionally points like to the seat in the back. Like, I believe that's an empty seat. And then he takes out like a clipboard and
I like lean over to Cordelia and I'm like, he doesn't want to cover up the view. Just, I hate myself so much.
Anyway, so new student Tom, make sure you all make him feel very welcome and at home. And Brad, do you walk directly back to your seat, Tom?
Oh yeah, I'm beelining it. I'm going straight down the middle of the aisle.
And the teacher says, like, make sure you make him feel right at home. And then Brad, he like turns like and like tracks you as you're going to the back of the seat, and he says, yeah, like, why don't you try out for the football team, Tom? I'm sure they could use a mascot. And then he like laughs and like elbows Chad, and then they like both laugh and then turn away from you.
Oh, cool. I bet I'd be good at that.
At the front of the classroom, reading the roll, the teacher just takes the roll, and you notice that, like Marissa postulated, Brandon is not in class, but the teacher, when he gets to Brandon's name, he just takes a note of something. He's like, oh, right, Brandon's not going to be here today. And then like continues on with the roll call. My bad. Sorry, I'm dying.
Nope, you're doing great. Don't even worry.
And then from one of the front seats, the teacher says, all right, we have some announcements from your class president, Emily, if you don't mind. And Emily stands up. Now, Emily, I believe Tom can describe what Emily looks like. Would you like to describe? I'm imagining this very cinematic moment where you go to the back of the class, you sit down, and then like as soon as you sit down, the teacher's like, and Emily, and then there's this like zoom in on the back of her head as she like flips her hair. Will you describe what Emily looks like?
So this is out of character, but she's gonna look like the most plain Jane human being ever, but my character loves it. I'm infatuated. I see sparkles. The stars align. Everything's gorgeous for but 1 second.
Okay, so Emily has what most people would call mousy brown hair, but for some reason Tom sees it and it's just like sparkling. It's probably it's styled very well. It's styled very expensively, but it's just, you know, a normal colored brown hair. And she gets up to the front of the classroom and she says, all right, everybody, settle down, like acting like a teacher herself. And she says, all right, so as everybody knows, homecoming is coming up very soon. The applications for homecoming king and queen, while very full, there's still room to enter to apply. So if you would like to get your hat in the ring for homecoming court,
I'm gonna like raise my hand, like, Emily?
Yes, Harley.
Hi, yeah, hi, Mrs. Emily. I had a question. Who in this room is applying for homecoming queen and king? I don't.
Well, all of the applicants will be posted when we go vote for homecoming king and queen.
Okay. So. But like, are like you or?
As class president, I do feel like I need to represent the student body, so I have put my name in for homecoming queen. And
that's so cute. I love that you feel that way. That's so nice. Okay, cool. Thank you. I was checking. Thank you.
And some other members of the senior class have also applied. You don't have to be a senior, but it is your last chance if you are a senior to get on. I know, Tom, if you're new, it'll be your only chance to be on the homecoming court. So if you wanted to just try it out, that would be great. We also need some volunteers for yearbook. So I know that last year nobody did. This year it would be really great if I wasn't the only one who is in the yearbook. So if one of you maybe could volunteer, that'd be great.
I can help.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Tom, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll get in touch with you after class.
Okay.
I think that was it. Harley, the coach told me that Brittany from the cheerleading squad had resigned, so you do have an extra spot if you wanted to host tryouts or something.
We do, and I'm just gonna like stand up at my desk and just look around and just. The cheerleading squad we have very high standard, I will say. Some of you here, I'm sure, could meet it, but there are currently tryouts for Brittany's position. It's not even that hard, honestly. She didn't even do that much, but like, so it'd be cute if you want to come. We have really fun parties, really fun uniforms. Emma's dad has like really nice cars.
I was just gonna
Marissa,
ask when. When are they?
When are they? Oh my goodness. You know what? I've completely forgotten. Emily, you know everything. Do you remember when Coach said that tryouts are?
Yeah, I think that he's is Coach a girl or a boy, or are they for Harley?
Coach can be a they.
Okay, so they said that it was really up to you because you're the cheerleading captain, but I'm sure you'd rather the spot filled sooner rather than later.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, lunch. So it's more important than meals. Yeah. So get used to that. If you're gonna be in cheerleading, we're really, yeah.
Marissa turns to Cordelia in the seat behind her, and she's like, "Oh my god, what happened to Brittany?" And Cordelia, who is like pretty buff, like a very like imagine Brienne of Tar, and that's Cordelia. She's super tall, she's very strong, and she turns like her whole like head and shoulders instead of just turning her neck to talk to Marissa, and she says, "Oh, well, Brittany was also Taylor's sister, so she kind of like totally lost it and shaved her head and doesn't want to come to school anymore." But and then she just like turns around, and there's like Marissa's like, and then just like
it's gnarly. Yeah, it's a badass. Just like Gaara from Naruto. Oh wait, it's too early for that. It's 90s. Dang it.
And then Emily's like, "So, cheerleading tryouts will be at lunchtime. You can put today's the last day."
Anyone can come, by the way. So if you just want to like watch, you can also just like come watch. Anybody can come. I'm gonna look at Brad. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
And then she's like, "I'll talk to you after class, Tom." And she goes to sit in her seat, like at the very front of the class. And then we have the like teacher. Does he have a name? Do we have a name for teacher?
Mr. Thorpe, I believe.
Yeah, so Mr. Thorpe, who was sitting in the front, like he was sitting at his desk, like just looking at something, like maybe a newspaper or something. And Emily goes and sits down, and it takes him like a beat or two to notice that he's now supposed to be teaching the class. And so he like stands up very quickly, and he's like, "Oh, right. Well, so where were we? Right, Shakespeare, born April 23rd, died April 23rd. Wouldn't that suck to die?" And then there's just like the scene fades out, like we have that moment of quiet where like everyone's like, "Oh, we have to do school again." And we are going to move straight in to, we have absolutely nothing interesting that happens between now and lunchtime. So.
What about Emily and Tom talking to each other?
Oh, right, after class. Yeah. You're right. So
Tom.
I'm sorry.
My chance.
You're right. You're right. You're right. So we have one right after the class ends, the bell rings for everyone to go to their next classroom, and Emily, with her perfectly done uniform and her like coiffed, very mousy hair, goes up to Tom at the back of the classroom, and she says, "So, you wanted to do yearbook?
Yeah.
Even you just joined. That's super great. You'll get to know everybody that way. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you a list of everyone who is every club that you need to get pictures of. Do you have a camera? I can give you a camera too. And then I'll need you to make sure to get pictures of each and every club, like preferably highlighting each of the members. And then I will just like do all of the design elements, of course, afterward. But I think it'll be really great for you to just meet people in that way.
I mean, I was like we, like I don't know anybody in this. Like, would you like want to come with me?
As class president, I'm really super busy. But I can point you in the right directions, or and she like looks around. I'm assuming, I'm just gonna say, and you can say if you're not there, but Bella, I feel like you would still be drawing or like paying attention to your book, and maybe one of the last people in the room as well. Would that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so she turns around and like everyone else is like hurriedly like gathered their things, and Bella is like, has her pen in her hand and is like just drawing ferociously, and she's like, Bella, this is Tom, Bella, you can show him around to all of the clubs, right? Okay, bye, gotta go, everybody.
Hi.
What are you drawing?
Just, you wouldn't get it.
Oh, so do you know Emily?
Kinda.
She's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, you keep staring at her. It's really weird, and everybody can tell.
Well, you're not supposed to stare while okay, whatever. Well,
so do you want to like go to the clubs, or you want to see?
I mean, I guess.
Why are you joining yearbook? Do you just say yes to everything?
Well, no, I didn't say yes to cheerleading.
Well, I'm surprised by that. I feel like you might still say yes. It's at lunch. I don't want to see them fall.
That sounds terrible. I mean, if you want to go, I'll go.
Okay, if we go to I'll show you around, and then we could go watch. Just don't do the staring thing. It's really weird. Like, I already have to deal with Marissa, and you're like just from what farmland.
So it sounds to me, Bella, like you're kind of trying to shut Tom down about the staring and the being weird. Does that seem right?
Yeah.
Okay, so our first roll, everybody.
First roll, let's go.
So when you shut someone down, like making a cruel remark or what have you, you roll with cold. So Bella, on your character sheet, it'll say cold. I don't think you have anything that adjusts that roll because you're not in the moonlight. So go ahead and roll with cold.
Okay. And do I change the comment, or does that?
No, it's 0. Just don't add anything. Oh, nice. So Bella rolled with cold and you did fail. So make sure to mark experience. Every failure teaches you something. So when it says experience on your sheet, just click it and you'll have 1 experience point.
Where is that?
If you scroll down on your sheet, it's under Darkest Self.
Darkest Self.
On the right-hand side.
Oh, and I just click in a box.
There you go.
Cool.
So,
so I failed. So what does that mean? Does he keep staring?
So what happens if you failed here is that like you're trying to shut Tom down. You're trying to be like, you're weird. You keep staring. Everyone thinks you're weird. And instead of actually shutting him down, I think that like Tom gets the opposite impression. Like Tom is like, oh, you've been watching me.
Oh no.
So I would say also, do you have any strings on Tom's character? I don't see that you added the strings to your sheet. We did this previously. But
yeah, I thought I had.
I don't think you do have strings on Tom. We all have strings on you, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah, we all have strings on you.
Tom, if you would go ahead and add a string on Bella.
Okay.
Oh, Bella.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And
we're friends.
And like she's trying to shut you down, but I believe like you get like you're just gonna like you can act on it however you like, but whatever she's saying, you're getting the impression of like, oh, this girl was paying attention to me. And she's trying to be like, you're a weirdo and I hate you. And you're like, oh, she was so interested in me.
I can't believe you noticed I was staring.
So
Just briefly, sorry, Blue, can you just explain really quickly what a string is, just for people in chat?
right. So what strings are basically they are your like social ties to other people, the ways that you can manipulate characters. So if you have a string on somebody, you can use it to affect them and their roles. So because Tom has a string on Bella, he could now say like, I'm going to use my string on you to give you a -1 to your next roll.
Oh God.
Or he
Okay.
could say, I'm going to offer you this string that I have on you. I'm going to leverage our relationship and ask you to do something that I want you to do. And if you do it, you get experience. So you can either use it as like a carrot, like, hey, I want you to do this thing for me. We have this previous relationship as marked by these strings. So I'll give you experience to do this thing for me. Or you can use it as like the stick, where it's like, hey, I know you. I know how to manipulate you. And I can use this string to make you more likely to fail at something. Like if Bella was trying to hit Emily, Tom could be like, I know Bella. I'm going to use something I know about her to make her less likely to be able to hit Emily because he
Okay.
has that string on her. He
Mm.
can manipulate it. Or he could say, like, Bella, I'm going to offer you an experience point. I'm going to offer you this string that I have on you for you to not hit Emily. And then she'll be like, okay, I won't hit Emily. And then she'll get an experience point. So it goes both ways. You can use it punishingly or you could use it to reward people. But it's just signifying your relationship with another character.
Cool beans. Thanks.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, Tom. Are you not flattered by Bella's?
Yeah, thanks for seeing that. I was trying to stare really hard.
It's not, I don't think you're understanding. Like, it's not cool. It's weird. Do you hear what I'm saying?
I mean, it's just, like you're getting involved in my life, and I like that. I think we should get to know each other first.
I know. I said it's weird, and like it's
Bella, you can see that it's not going through to him. Like he does
whatever.
Are you going to still like Emily just kind of like gave you the task of leading this farmhand around school? Are you still gonna do that, or are you gonna abandon him in his time of need?
I'm just gonna do it.
Yay!
So not only did she notice what you were doing, but she's also taking time out of her day to
Oh my
lead you
God.
around the school.
Goals?
I think that Bella is your best friend now.
Like, yeah.
We're not
Wow.
friends. We're not friends.
So
We're hanging out.
We're just acquaintances. We just met.
after we
Okay.
had this beautiful meet cute, and now I'm sorry, I almost forgot that we had to do that. Now we will have the like montage scene where Bella is just like, and this is where chess club meets. Let's go. And this is where blah blah blah. And this is the library. Let's leave. And then we will jump straight to because who cares about classrooms? I don't care about classrooms. We'll jump straight to lunch where it has already gotten around the school fairly quickly. Not only that Harley has deigned that there be cheerleading tryouts at lunch, but also like everyone is whispering about both Taylor's death, Brandon not being in class, and the fact that Brittany shaved her head. It's everywhere. So I don't know where did you decide that you would have cheerleading tryouts? Is it like in the middle of a quad?
Yeah, it's in the middle of the quad where like if you're in a classroom, if you look out the window, you'll see it, and if like you're eating lunch on the benches, like you'll see it. We're all about bravery and boldness here. Okay. And we've like I think we've carried out like a bench or two from like the science room that we shouldn't have so people can like sit closer to the cheerleading like tryout area.
So you've made this a whole thing.
I've made this a whole thing. Yeah, this is a spectacle. Thank you.
I would say so. There are people like passing back and forth and like moving around the benches you've arranged. It's definitely not like the stage is not clear for your cheerleading tryouts as of yet. Like what would you do to kind of like gain the attention or like gain the upper hand? Like what are you doing to make sure that like everything is as it should be here?
I'm asking Cordelia to go around and just kind of walk up to people and be like, you should probably move. And because Cordelia is very tall and that kind of thing.
So this massive like 6 foot built woman, well, I mean, teenager woman is like going around, and anyone who's attempting to cross the quad, she's just like pushing them and like, no.
Ugh, queen, love you, Cordelia.
And then they immediately just like look at her and turn around, and after like mere moments of this, the quad has been cleared, and there are several like people that Cordelia has like pushed onto the benches. They're like, no, you're watching this now. And one of them is like trying to get up, like, I still have to get my lunch, and she's like, no.
I like to imagine also like Brad and like Chad and some of the quarterbacks like they're not paying as much attention as I'd like them to, but I think that they're just there.
All right, so a group of the football quarterbacks are sitting probably at their own like lunch table off to the side. They're not facing the table, they're facing you, but they're also just like eating and talking amongst each other. And as for the tryouts, is anyone in the cast going to be trying out for the cheerleading squad?
Hello, I would like to be trying out for the cheerleading squad.
All right, so Hannah is. Bella, you said you're not.
No.
Tom, are you going to try out for the cheerleading squad?
No, I'm hanging out with Bella and laughing.
Okay.
So just alone. Like, you're not both laughing, but you're laughing, and Bella's like...
Right?
I think that Marissa is also trying out for the cheerleading squad.
She definitely would try out.
She wants to be popular desperately. It's kind of terrifying. And there's, one or two other unnamed NPCs who are just like the cheerleader too in the credits of this episode.
I support them.
But for the most part, it's Hannah, it's Marissa, it's not Tom, it's not Bella. And Harley, describe how you've like set up your like table of judgment, as it were.
Okay, so I have taken one of the teachers' tables, I just took it out of their room as they were working. Cordelia and Brad just carried it out, and I was like, we'll get this back, and like just before they could really stop me. Maybe when they weren't in the room initially and they've come in halfway to me like looting the table, and like it's totally fine. Anyway, I've taken one of the teachers' tables. I've taken one of the seats behind the table. Emma's like sitting on the table and Cordelia's just standing next to it. And I have brought from my own array of household items, I have brought some like sequined glittery like tinsel, and it's pink. It's pink. Mm-hmm. It's pink and red, and I've put it all along the front of the table in like a sort of covering. And I'm just sitting there with one of those pens with like a little fluffy like thing on the end of it and like a bit of paper, and I'm just like, yes, work.
So Cordelia and Emma kind of frame you as you're sitting at this teacher's desk that you've somehow gotten out of a classroom in the middle of the quad. Do you have like an announcement, or are you just me like, entertain me, peons?
I do. So I have an order that I've written down of people that are going to try out. It's going to be NPC 1, and then it's going to be Marissa, and then it's going to be NPC 2, and then, as I say, if we have time, we'll get to Hannah. And then I also have elected that if you're auditioning, you do need to attempt to make up a little cheer or slogan, just like one line or two lines, something to say that's like original. Currently we have Go Hogs, Hog the Field, and it's pretty hard to beat, but like I'm willing to hear I want some fresh blood, I want to hear it. So yeah, entertain me, peons, and give me a line or two just to show your school spirit is the plan.
Right. So the first NPC 1 comes to the forefront, and she's like visibly sweating. She's wearing her uniform. It's a skirt during the like summery months, and it's still not like winter time yet. So she's wearing this skirt. She's wearing her shoes like little Mary Janes, and like she's got these sweat stains underneath her armpits, and she's like shaking. Her hands are shaking, and she's like, okay, ready? Okay. Wait. That wasn't right. I need to do it. I need to do it again. Okay. Ready? Okay. And then she just starts crying. And like,
what's your
Jessica?
name?
My name is
Jessica.
It's my dream to be on your cheerleading squad.
Okay.
And I swear that if you just like, if there wasn't so many people around, I had everything.
Yeah, the thing is, when we're cheering on the field, at the pep rally with the whole school there, there's people around. So you have to be able to do some people around. So can you like close your eyes and try? I don't care if you close your eyes and do a flip. I don't really mind what happens. You can
Close
just,
my
like,
eyes and do a flip? Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
go
close
for
my
it.
eyes and do a flip.
Yeah,
So
that'd be
she
good.
literally just closes her eyes and attempts to do a flip and falls like on her back. And like you hear it. Everyone in the quad like hears as her like tailbone hits the concrete, and there's like a pause where you know the breath has been knocked out of this poor girl, and then there's this high pitched like keening sound, and then does anyone like go to help her, or is she just sitting here by her?
I laugh.
Is she okay?
Jessica,
Jessica?
are you okay? I'm like barely lean over the table. Like, you okay? Can you stand up? Can you walk? Can you walk away? Can you go?
Chad, can you help her? Chad, and I like tap Chad's arm from the like group
Chad,
cool kid
wasn't-
table.
Chad, who wasn't even paying attention, who has like long, floppy, like blonde hair, and like moves his head like a golden retriever to look directly at you. He's like, "Yeah,
I think Jessica really needs a hand, Chad. Could you please go help her?
oh yeah, sure." And he goes over and just
Thank
like
you.
lifts her bodily, and then comes over to you. He's like, "What do you?" And she's like, her face is so red, and she's just like sobbing.
Oh, why did you bring why did you bring her to me? Go to the nurse's office, please.
Right.
Chad.
I'll take her to the nurse's office.
Yes.
And I'll come right
Hey,
back.
Chad, can you do me a favor?
Promise.
Chad?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
When you're in the nurse's office, just like don't bring her back, okay?
Right.
Right.
Don't bring her back.
Don't bring
And please
her back.
can you
Got
make
it.
sure someone's looking after her though? Don't just drop her there.
Oh my god.
Right. Take her to the nurse's office.
Yes.
Don't bring her back.
Yes.
Make sure someone's there.
Yep.
The nurse will be there, Chad. Just ask the nurse to be with her.
All right. I
You
got
got
it.
this.
I got
Good
it.
boy.
And then
Thank you.
Chad like lumbers off to the nurse's office. Second person looking kind of like, well, at least it can't be worse than that. Is Marissa. And she has attempted to somewhat tame her hair, but it's already like falling out of its braid on one side. And she's just like, so this is kind of last minute, so obviously I didn't have like a ton of time to make up another cheer thing. But since you're all like super cool and we're like best friends, I thought that, and she like throws a bunch of like finger guns at you, and she's like, so go hedgehogs, you're the hedgiest and the hoggiest. Yeah, go.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yay! Woo!
Yeah. And I'm just gonna like clap, do like little claps, and then Ammo as well. I would presume we'll also be clapping. Okay. Do you have any like? Do you do any tricks? Like any? Any routine?
I know, and she pulls like from one of her like many pockets. She pulls out a deck of cards. She's like, pick a card.
Oh my god, I bet you're so good at that. No, I bet you're so good at that. That's so funny. No, but like with your body, like a dance thing, or like a flip, or like can you move your arms in any way, like above your head?
When you said
Get
tricks, I
better.
thought you meant like magic tricks. or
Yeah,
whatever,
no,
but
I bet you're really
no,
good at those as well, though, right? Yeah, and
makes
they're
sense.
really
It's
cool. Yeah.
cheerleading. And then she goes like, I am not very good at anime. So I'm just gonna say like she does this like weird like Naruto Hadouken like dance thing with her
Support
arms.
her Dragon Ball Z energy.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. enough to
Kamehameha
describe
up
it.
in this bitch. Let's go.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you, Bella, would recognize this as a supremely nerdy reference to some kind of anime that she's making. I don't think that almost anyone else in the entire squad or like quad would notice. I don't know. Tell me if you do.
Tom doesn't have television where he's from, so.
Tom's
just-
like, wow, you made
yeah.
that up.
Whoa!
That's
I'm
crazy.
just rolling my eyes at Marissa because she applies for every club, everything, and never gets it. So it's just funny to me. Not as funny as the girl that had to go to the nurse's office, but I'm still laughing about that.
Thank you so much, Marissa. Thank you. It was a
So
hard
when are
act
you
to
guys?
follow.
When are you guys gonna be announcing like who made?
Literally
when
when we're done with the last
Marissa, let's
person.
go.
I think the last person is the next girl. I don't know. Anyway, literally we'll know.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And she goes to sit next to Bella, who probably doesn't make room for her on the. Like you and Tom are sitting next to each other, and you've got this like big distance between you and Tom, and he keeps trying to scoot closer to you, and you keep moving farther away from him. It's what I'm imagining. You can say that that's not the case, but that's
No, I'm doing
definitely
that.
the visual that I have. And she goes to sit next to you and like kind of like bodily pushes you closer to Tom on the bench or what have you.
I am drawing and I get up and I'm like, Marissa, here's Tom. And I just try to have them talk so that I can bail.
Beautiful. Don't know if there's a move for that. I think it's just like you're just like, okay, get me the fuck out of here. That sounds fine. So NPC 2 is auditioning now, and I would say she's a freshman. She's tiny. She looks like she's 12, although she's probably just barely 14. And she's just like, imagine you have all of the cheerleaders in their outfits and you look like adults. You're all 18 years old because of course you are. And so you're all like vaguely adult bodied, and she looks like maybe 9 years old. Like every time someone references her age, it's like she's probably 6, like it progressively goes younger. And she has black hair and it's in pigtails, which doesn't help. And she's wearing her uniform, which is like the smallest size, and it still looks too big for her. And she's like, hi, I just heard that there was tryouts just like right now. And I thought it could be nice.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever cheerleaded before?
No.
Have you ever done gymnast stuff?
No.
Ever been shot out of a cannon at a circus?
Huh?
It just seems something that you'd be good at. Okay, yeah. So tricks, flips, dances, anything like that.
I can do the splits, and she just like drops into the splits just immediately with no like stretching or warm up or anything, and then like bounces back up.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. And I'm gonna lean back to Emma. I'm gonna be like, I'm kind of worried because she looks like should be in the junior high as a kindergartner who's visiting the junior high. So I feel like at the parties we might get in trouble because she looks like I've seen dicks bigger than her. Like, I'm scared. You know what I mean?
And Emma is looking at you, and she's just like, she has her hand like on her mouth so that young NPC 2 can't see what she's saying, and she's like, yeah, she looks like a total party pooper.
Yeah, okay. Okay, whatever. Okay, so do you have any like cheer, any made up at all? Any like fun thing?
Go Hogs!
Cool. Yeah, that's fine. You can go sit on the bench. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I think that's it for today.
I was hoping to try.
Oh my god, Hannah, right?
Yes, Harley.
Yeah, you were on the team last year.
Yep. Yeah, I was.
And the year before that, and right.
Of
Yeah,
the whole
sure.
of school, really. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. You know what you were? I just remembered. That's so embarrassing. I'm so sorry. That's entirely on me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What are you doing?
Well, you said to come up with a thing, so I did.
Are you sure you're gonna be okay too? Because I know you have your little boo boo.
Well, it's fine. I mean, I fell, but I mean, I think it's better. Yeah.
Harley, it sounds like you're trying to shut Hannah down.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to be mean. I'm not.
That's kind of what that is, though.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make her feel bad about herself. I want her to not audition, but I want her to do it but feel bad about it.
So, you can, when you shut someone down, you roll with cold, and you can give them a condition. So you could give her the condition like embarrassed, or like I'm a failure,
Okay.
So it's like shutting someone down is like it's a cruel remark or an embarrassing prank in front of the whole school. So you're sitting down in a place of power. Everyone's paying attention to you, and you're kind of being mean to Hannah.
Okay.
So it sounds like
I'll roll to embarrass her then, just from
Yeah.
the jump. I'm also like messing up the rolls thing right now, but don't worry about that, everybody who's watching. Don't even think about it. You're totally fine, and you can't see any of this. Okay, so I'm gonna roll with cold. Doop. Partial succeed.
so a
7.
partial success. You can choose one from below, but
Okay.
you come across poorly and they give you a condition in return. So either Hannah would lose a string on you if she has one. B, if she has no strings on you, you could gain a string on Hannah. You could give her a condition, which it's like an adjective or a short phrase, like embarrassed or like laughing stock or like nerd or something like that. Or you can take one forward on acting against her in the next move.
I'd like to take one of the strings that she has on me. I'd like to take one of those away because she has 2 on me right now, so I'd like to remove one.
Okay, so Hannah, if you'll remove one of the strings you have on Harley.
Yep. Cool.
And then you also get to give her a condition. So you see this happen. You see that Harley is very intentionally like putting herself in a place of power to kind of try and embarrass you. Like everyone knows you've been on the cheerleading squad for the last 3 years. And the only reason why you were off the squad is because you injured your wrist or what have you.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that if there's a spot available, it should go to you. So you see her trying to embarrass you. And like it kind of works. You feel yourself like shrinking a little bit, but you're also able to kind of turn the tables and like make it obvious to everyone else that she is a certain way. So you can give her a condition, which is basically like just a tag that like everyone will know that she is like whatever way like you say that she is. A condition would be like she's mean or she's a bitch or like, and then she'll have that tag and I could use it to like be like, well, you try and do this thing but everyone knows that you're a bitch, so you get a -1.
When do the conditions go away, or do they not?
You can remove them.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like it represents your character's social situation. It could like add if you take advantage of a condition, like everyone knows Harley's a bitch, you can add 1 to your roll.
Okay.
Or like and then you can remove them by like if you take the appropriate action to get rid of it, like I don't know, be performatively nice to somebody, and then you could take away the tag.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Am I able to give her a condition that even, I mean, I might not believe it, but
It doesn't
other
have to be
people,
true.
okay, that she's jealous.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Honey.
is there anything in particular that you're doing, Hannah, to be like, oh, it's obvious she's jealous of me? Or is it just like people watching get this vibe that like, oh, okay, that's what's going on?
I think it's like the vibe, because I'm not necessarily like a great cheerleader, but it's just like she's being unnecessarily mean. There has to be a reason for it.
Okay, so
etc.
Harley, underneath
Yeah, under the conditions, I added jealous.
and jealous.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens is like you're sitting at this teacher's desk in the middle of the quad and you've intentionally made it so that everyone's looking at you. But like you and Hannah have both been members of the cheerleading squad together for the last 3 years. And when you're sitting there being like, oh yeah, like you were on the cheerleading squad, weren't you? Like, ha ha ha, like I forgot. Everyone's kind of like, yeah, like we know that she was on the cheerleading squad. This is obviously like something. So while Hannah, you do like feel like a little bit more distant from Harley than perhaps you did before. You lost that string on her. Like maybe you don't understand her in the same way. Like, how could she do this to me? But you also get the vibe that like everyone's kind of looking at her a little bit differently than they did before this.
Okay. So yeah, I prepared a cheer.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So I take my pom poms from last year.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Hedgehog, hedgehog. We'll spike you. We'll fight you. We're hedgehogs.
And definitely people around the quad are like clapping and being like, yay. And like right as you do that, Chad comes back from the nurse's office and he lets out this really loud whistle. Like one of those like super loud. I can't do it, but just like really loud, like when you grab your mouth and you make that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, I'm so sorry. I couldn't hear it over the steamboat that came back from the nurse's office. Thank you, Hannah. That was great. Do you have anything you can do otherwise, despite the whole
Well, I
wrist
mean,
issue?
well, I guess you kind of know my generally what I can do. I'm pretty flexible, and you know, I can.
Can you just do it again? Everyone else had to do it, so do you want to do it again? Like just do
Yeah. Sure. I do a cartwheel, but obviously my wrist is kind of injured, so I try to make it a one-handed cartwheel.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm just gonna say that because you've definitely framed it as like you have an injury, you're gonna have to roll to see whether or not you fucked this up.
That's fair.
So I
Oh,
think
God.
you're
I
rolling
believe
to
in you.
keep. I think you're rolling to keep your cool because you're in front of everybody and you did injure your wrist. You're just trying to do this so that you don't completely embarrass yourself like NPC1 earlier, Jessica.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
when you roll to keep your cool, you roll plus cold.
Okay. Sure.
Everyone's rolling cold.
It is not working. Give me 1 second.
Oh.
There we go. Oh no!
Oh, honey.
You have failed.
Oh
and you
no!
and you mark experience.
Okay.
So let's see. Yeah, so what happens is like you are afraid of hurting yourself again, and you do. I'm gonna ask you to take 1 harm as you're doing this cartwheel. Like you make it through. You manage to do a cartwheel, but like there's this like sound when you're. Which wrist did you hurt?
This one.
It's your left wrist.
My
wrist.
left wrist.
When your left wrist like hits the ground to like support your body weight as you're like going through the cartwheel, there's a sound that sounds like a really loud knuckle crack. And like everyone hears it, and like as you get up, you can feel that you definitely you fucked something up with your wrist again.
Don't worry, Hannah. You can have Chad take you to the nurse's office if you want. I think he has like another 2 minutes of remembering where that is. If you wanted him to do that.
Yes, please, Chad. Chad.
It's okay. You're not gonna miss any important announcement involving yourself. It's okay.
So Chad comes over to you and he's like, "What happened? Are you okay? Like, do you?"
I really, really hurt my wrist, and it really, really hurts. Can you? Oh,
it's okay, baby. And he like puts his massive arm like over your shoulder and like kind of like envelops you.
I just start slowly crying like into his like chest. I'm just like,
oh my god, that's so bad.
I need to go to the doctor's office.
Okay, so he'll take you to the nurse's office. Harley, will you finish up your wonderful tryouts here?
Absolutely. I'm going to high five Cordelia in particular and be like, you did so good with that pick. Anyway, okay, so Jessica, no. What was her name? Junior, no. Marissa, can you come forward, please?
Oh my God. And so Marissa and Tom were sitting next to each other. As a quick like rollback, did you talk to her at all, Tom? Did you try and engage with her, or were you okay? So, as a quick pause, I forgot that you two had been squished together by Bella. Marissa pushed towards you on the chair, just immediately started making conversation with you. She asked you like about her dance and whether you liked it, whether you like anime, and she asked you like, have you seen this anime? And then she just started giving you the entire synopsis of the anime. So she was just going on. She would not shut up.
Oh, okay.
Are you
can I stop her? Can I stop her?
Would you like to?
I don't know what this anime is.
In what way would you like to stop her? Do you try and change the direction of the conversation? Do you leave? Do you
No, I'd be like, I don't know what that is. Like, I just fucking flat out be like, wait, what? I don't know what you're talking about. I've never
mean
heard
like
of Anime.
Oh my God, you've never heard of Oh my God, Tom, right? Like I can totally,
Yeah.
we can binge watch all of Inuyasha, all of it, like every single. I have them all at home. I have them on VHS. I record them off of my television. We can like just tonight, like if you want to, we can go to my house and we can binge watch Inuyasha. Season 1 is bad, but like if you get to season 4, I don't know anything about this. I'm making this shit up. It's like actually really good. Sesshomaru is my favorite. I'm like, he's the best one, obviously, but like I guess, and she's just going on and on.
I think I'd get lost again. I tried as hard as I could to be like, I don't know what the fuck you're on about, and I think I'm trapped. I think I'm locked into just listening.
So while she's talking at you, Harley, you say out loud like Marissa, and like it probably takes a minute. She's just yammering at Tom.
Farm boy.
Ah!
Yeah. Okay. Marissa.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Hi. Can you come here, please? Not you, farm boy, Marissa.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, me?
Yeah, of course you, sweetie. Come over.
And she like comes like to stand right in front of the desk that you've put in the quad. She's like, did I do something wrong?
No, you're great. You're perfect. What's that guy's name?
Tom.
Cute. Okay. Can what's that thing that you did? There's that really cool thing that you did. The cards. Can I pick a card? Can I do that?
Oh my God, yes. And she pulls out a different deck of cards from a different pocket and she like fans it in front of you. She's like, pick a card.
Oh my God. Okay. This card.
And like you draw the card. What card is it?
It's the Queen of Hearts.
Okay, so like you draw the Queen of Hearts, you look at it, and she's like, "Don't show me, don't tell me, don't show me, don't tell me." Okay, now put it back in the deck. Just put it back. And then she does like some weird shuffling, and then she pulls out the 9 of spades. Is this your card?
You know what? I'm so sorry. I will answer you really quickly. Tom, you guys close? You guys hanging out anytime soon? What's that about? Like you're cute.
I mean, like I told him.
You can't hear me, Tom. I'm talking to Marissa.
Oh yeah, he's gonna come over and we're gonna watch all of Inuyasha from season 1 till to catch him up because he's never watched anime. If you can like believe that, like someone.
You know what? I've never seen Inuyasha either. Like I've heard about it. Like yeah, whenever you mention it, it sounds really cool. It's like a wolf thing in it, like right? I mean, like it sounds fun. Like I've never actually seen it. Do you think I would like it?
It's only like the best, and she's looking at you like you've just told her that like she's won the lottery or something. She's looking at you with like stars in her eyes. The Harley has just expressed interest in anime. It's incredible.
Yeah, you know, my card did have a 9 on it, and I think it was that shape. But you know what's more important than that? Inuyasha.
Anime?
But also the fact that you're on the team. You're not even an alternate. We're going to put you right in Brittany's spot. You're going to fit right in. You did so good. I loved the cheer. That was really good. It was so great.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was really cute. Yeah.
Wait, so you want to watch anime and I'm on the cheerleading squad?
Well, like, duh, you're on the cheerleading squad. Like, did you see, like, what you did? That was so good. And then, like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been wanting to watch Inuyasha for a while anyway, but, like, I'm glad I get to do it with you, and we can, like, celebrate and be, like, really cool, really cute. That'll be nice. It'll be fun.
You want to watch anime with me?
Yeah, like, you and Tom, or, like, just you is also fun. But, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Oh my God, that'll be so... I have to talk to my mom. And like she's just like kind of like already like spouting out like all of the things that she needs to prepare to like accept you into her home, this like icon of perfection.
Yeah, and I'm like yeah, and really interesting. Yeah, put the stuff in the vases, really cool. Like the guest soaps. Okay, you're really fascinating, Marissa. Yeah, really cool.
So Bella, you see the only person who's ever not been shit to you being like absorbed into the arms of the person who's led the being shit to you committee. Do you have anything to...
I want to pull Marissa aside and talk to her.
Okay. So it could either happen like while she's still like yammering on to Harley, like if you wanted to try and like pull her out of that conversation, or you can like wait until whatever they have is done and then pull her aside.
I'll wait.
Okay.
so that
So-
Harley can say whatever she wants to say first.
So Harley, do you have anything else to impart to your new bosom buddy?
No, just I mean, okay, so like you okay, so usually when people get their own uniforms, but like you seem pretty cool and like you're letting me in your house and stuff and like you're probably gonna make me dinner, right? So yeah, we'll just let you have one of the spare uniforms. You're fine, you don't have to buy your own one, you're okay. What size are you? Large?
Well, I mean, what
It's
size
okay
are
if it's a
you?
large size. That's like literally fine. I'm just double checking because like Brittany was a large and you look like her size, so I thought I would double check. Oh my god, no, I'm
You're
not like making fun of your weight or anything, honey. Oh god, can you imagine? That would be so bad. Ew, no. Oh my god. We want to make sure that like if you have to like adjust anything, we're like happy to do it.
You're probably right. I
Yeah.
don't. I've
Yeah,
never
you have like
worn a
rocking
uni- a
tits. We'll like
cheerleading
adjust
uniform
it to like show
before.
it all off. It'll be really cute.
Walking tits?
Rockin' tits.
Oh,
That's okay. I have an accent, so that happens a lot. Don't worry. You're fine.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay,
that
see you tonight, Marissa. Okay, what time?
not 6, 5, 7.
Five, six.
Whenever
Six.
you want to come over.
Yeah, 6. Okay.
6.
Yeah.
I'll call my mom. Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. She looks like she's mildly either having a panic attack or an orgasm. You can't tell which. Like.
Oh, I love that. That's the effect I want to have. That's incredible. That's thrilling to me. I'm in my element.
It's one of the two, and then she
Yeah.
kind of like shakes away, like. So this would be the time, Bella, that she's now like extricated from Harley's circle, kind of looking like she's in shock.
Uh-huh. Marissa,
Oh my god, did you just see that?
what
I
did
think
she?
I'm like actually popular.
What happened?
Well, I mean, I came to class today, and
No,
I like sat next
stop,
to
stop,
you.
Stop. Did you make the team?
Yeah. Yeah, and Harley wants to come watch anime at my house later.
No, she doesn't. Why
Yes,
would
she
she
does.
want to watch anime? Like, trust me, Marissa, listen, like, she does not want to watch anime with you. I don't know. And you're on the team.
No, she said,
Okay.
no, she said I'm on the team, and she said that she
I'm-
wants to come over and watch anime with me, like tonight.
I'm saying
like
this
right
because
now.
you're my friend. I'm saying this because you're my friend. Your cheer was shit. And I don't even know. It was bad. There's no way that you got it over that Hannah
So
girl.
Bella, it sounds like you're trying to shut someone down.
Again.
You cannot hang out with her. I'm trying to shut her down.
Okay,
Because
roll
I can't let
cold.
this happen.
Roll cold.
God.
That's a true friend. Your cheer was shit.
Yeah.
Like-
Oh.
Okay, so a partial success. So, you get to choose one. You can either, she doesn't have a string on you, but you can gain a string on her. So that would mean that you can manipulate her to do what you want. Or if she doesn't do what you want, it can cost her something. Or she can gain a condition. So similar to before, how everyone knows now that Harley is jealous. You could give a condition to Marissa where everyone knows Marissa is blank. Or you can take one forward. So like the next move you make, you'd have a +1 to acting on it.
Okay. I think that I would do the first one where I take a string on her. Is that
Okay,
what?
so if you would go ahead and add on your sheet, like add +1 string on Marissa. So that means like if you have the strings, you can use it to,
Wait,
Here
how
we
do I
go.
add a string on somebody?
it says strings, you can do +add,
And then do I type something in there?
and then you type like Marissa +1.
Okay.
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 So now now that you have a string on her, you can do the pulling strings move where you basically are just trying to get her to do something else or manipulating her in some way. But she also gets to give you a condition because it was a partial success. She gets to give you a condition, and basically you were telling her, like, I think she's going to give you the condition of negative Nancy. So if you go ahead and put on your character sheet, Bella, you have the condition negative Nancy. Everyone knows that you're just a downer.
Ugh.
So if you want to later remove that condition, you just have to do something that like directly contradicts that, and then it'll be cleared from your sheet, right? And you could
Cool.
say like, I'm trying to remove negative Nancy, and then we could do that.
Awesome.
But now you do have a string on her. So it's like if you wanted to use that to manipulate her, you absolutely could.
Can I manipulate her in a way that's like I
So
try
pulling
to
a
get
string, you can just tempt her to do what you want is the very
Okay.
basic thing. You could say, I'm doing this, I'm tempting you to do what I want. Is that
How
something you
about
wanna
I
do?
tempt that if they watch anime together, I have to come too. Because I want to
Okay, so the thing you want is you want her to invite you to watch anime too.
Yes.
Okay.
But only so that I could spy on Harley and what she's doing there.
Okay, so the thing is you're
Mhm.
like, well, I also like anime, or what do you say to her that is like trying
I
to
like
get
Inuyasha too. I love it. I've been drawing all day characters from the show. I want to be there.
And she looks at you, and now that she's got her like newfound popularity of being on the cheerleading team and having the most popular girl in school like actually pay attention to her, she's pretending to have like a stiff back, but in reality she's like, oh my god, I have like 3 friends now. So she's like, well, like, of course you can come, but you have to bring snacks. I don't know how
Fine.
much food we have.
Sure. What do you want?
My
My parents buy literally everything.
whatever Harley's favorite snacks are.
What? Okay, so
Please?
lettuce? Maybe kale? Maybe nothing? Some air?
I don't know. Just ask her. I have to go tell my mom that there's going to be 3 people coming over after school.
I'll get a
Oh my
hummus
God.
platter. It's fine. Whatever.
Okay. Rad. Oh, this is the best day of my life. Like, huh.
Good for her.
Can you believe that, like, Taylor died just this morning and now my life is just perfect? Maybe he was, like cursed or something.
Marissa, what the fuck?
And then she walks off.
Oh my god.
And I think now's the perfect time to take a break. What do you guys think? I think
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thoroughly scared.
I hate
Mercer
that.
is the scariest person in this whole game. Mercer even. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Marissa,
Tom's gonna hang out with 3 girls and watch like I'm
I
Does
was-
Tom even know that he's hanging out with 3
No,
girls?
I think Tom
No.
might not even come.
I don't want to spoil what I think I'm gonna do, but yeah.
All right,
sure.
that's perfect. So you think over what you're gonna do after the break. We're gonna take a quick 5-10 minute break. Everyone get some water, go to the bathroom. I don't know, like just take a break.
Cat, dog,
Do
do
it.
whatever. It's
Pet a
fine.
dog.
And we're back.
Hello.
Welcome back from break. Everyone get in their seats. No, you stop talking. It's time for class now. Welcome back, everybody, for our part 2 of our very first session of Monsterhearts. Teen Monsters. I'm so excited. So last time, if you missed any, we had our cheerleading tryouts. Harley, the cheerleading captain, decided that Marissa was going to be the new cheerleader, even though she was barely capable. Hannah attempted to do a cartwheel and hit a little too hard on her injured wrist and re-injured herself. Is currently being escorted to the nurse's office by her massive golden retriever boyfriend, Chad. And Harley.
Wait, you guys actually dating or just like friends?
No.
Oh,
we're just
okay.
friends. I mean,
I mean,
don't that face. And Marissa, Harley, and now Bella, and maybe or maybe not Tom, have plans to watch anime after school unexpectedly.
an anime that Blue Jay doesn't know anything about.
I know stuff about.
Okay.
Inuyasha was the only like.
I'm so
stuff that
excited.
Happened in the 90s. I know.
Yeah.
It was on television. I feel like when I was a child. I don't know. I knew the name Sashomaru. Okay.
That was good. I was impressed by that. I was like, damn, because I don't know any Yasha either. But you said that name, and I was like, oh wait, she actually.
And
okay,
then there's
damn.
like
Kagome, yeah.
Yeah.
And another
Yeah.
guy, and his name is. Go
There you
on.
go.
Yay, go.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm bowing. Okay, so if there was anything that should have happened when we're finishing up the evening plans, if anyone had anything that they wanted to do,
Can I talk to Brad?
absolutely you
I
can.
wanted to check if he watched me at tryouts.
Cordelia and another one of the like quarterback football people, I don't know, linebacker, some football reference, pick up bodily this like massive wooden desk and start like walking it back inside like it's weighs absolutely nothing. Just their muscles are massive. And Brad is still sitting there at the table where he and Chad previously were. He's finishing up his 4th hot dog. Harley?
Hi, babe. Hi, how you doing?
Oh, yeah, what's up? You did your cheerleading thing. It's cool.
Yeah. Did you like any of the girls that were doing it? Or, like, were they impressive? Or,
Like whichever one you picked was the best one.
Yeah. And that was, oh my god, yeah, Jessica is the one that I picked, right? She was really good.
Yeah, Jessica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know I said I would go to your house later, and I want you to say sorry to your mum for me. Can you do that, please? Because last time you didn't, and then I had to call and like talk to her about it, and I felt really bad.
Wait, babe, you're
What?
not coming. I thought we were gonna, and he like grabs you by the hips and like pulls you forward towards him. He's like, I thought we were gonna like, you know, and he like winks at you.
I'm gonna get on my legs and I'm gonna straddle him. It's like put my arms around his neck and be like, oh my god, we don't even do that enough, but I'm going to do that with you tomorrow night, okay? Can I stay at your house tomorrow night? I want to stay at somebody else's house, and it's going to be me and like a bunch of girls, and we're just going to do like girly stuff. Like I want to have like pillow fights and like talk about and I want a guy like
you guys, you and a bunch of girls are gonna have paint me a picture, babe. Just like, and he closes his eyes, and he you're straddling him, so he just like has his hands on your hips. And he's just like, yeah, just like.
Dude, it's been a long quarantine. I'm getting excited. So it's gonna be me and Marissa, and I'm gonna be there with Marissa and me, yeah. And she's also a cheerleader, and then Bella.
Okay. Is she the hot one?
Well, I'm the hot one, right? Like,
right.
Yeah,
is she
but
the
she's
slightly
okay.
less hot one.
Yeah, she's.
He's
Emma,
talking
then.
about Emma.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Emma, but yeah, no, Marissa's also really cute. And you know what, looking at her, I can tell she's like me. She's like little like lacy, like nightwear kind of situation I bet she has.
Oh, man.
And I'm thinking we'll like do some pillow fights, watch some TV, and then we'll fall asleep in like her bed and like cuddle and stuff to keep warm. And then I can tell you all about it tomorrow if you let me come over tomorrow also, please.
You promise me you'll give me the every detail.
I promise you every detail.
All right. I'll let you go. And he like there's a thing that Brad does where it's like he's done it like a multiple times before. It's like his thing that he does where he's like says goodbye like romantically. Like does he like kiss you on the cheek or the forehead, or does he just like it's Brad's like, this is me saying goodbye to my woman, like signature. Does he gives me like a little like
kiss on the nose and like a boop on the nose, and I fucking hate it every time because it's super infantilizing, but I'm like, oh my god, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So he does that. He like kisses your nose and then just like taps. He's like, that's my girl. All right.
I'm your girl. Okay.
And he's now willing to, I think he's absolutely going to forget to tell his mom that you said anything because it's Brad. But that's, let's see. So Tom, did you have anything, or are you gonna do you said you had an idea, or is that gonna be like after school sort of thing?
Because as soon as school ends, I think my character is gonna want to know how to work a TV in preparation for the big event.
All right, so we can do that after, but first Chad and Hannah, you were being like led to the nurse's office with like Chad's like big arm like kind of like shielding you from everybody as you hold your wrist, and he's just kind of like he's like patting your hair and he's just like shh, shh,
I
shh, and
I
like
don't get
petting you like a dog.
Cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I don't get why she hates me so much.
Babe, no one could ever hate you. You're like the nicest
She hates
person.
me. She hates me, Chad.
Not, you know, Harley. She's just jealous.
Well, but I bet I'm not going to be on the cheer squad, and then it's just going to look really bad on when I apply to like unis and.
Well, I mean, yeah, that kind of blows. But like, what if you got homecoming queen? Wouldn't that be a thing you could put on your unis?
Is that a thing you can put on your thing in America?
No.
Okay, I have no clue.
It is
Chad
in
doesn't
Baines
know.
Falls. It is.
Okay. I mean,
Chad doesn't know
yeah.
either. He's just like trying to give you like you're sad, and he's like, but you could have this other thing instead. He's offering you a piece of candy.
I mean, isn't Harley gonna win homecoming queen? I wanted to put myself for it, but I just don't know if there's much point.
Hannah,
Yeah.
babe, goddess. If you really put your mind to it, you can do like whatever. I will here. And he like he takes his arm off your shoulder, and like in the middle of the hallway, like on the way to the nurse's office, he like moves to stand in front of you and puts his two hands on your shoulders, and his hands are like massive. Just he's a big dude, and he like puts his hands on your shoulders like, if you want to be homecoming queen, I promise we will make you homecoming queen.
I'm just gonna, with his like arms on my shoulder, I'm just gonna wrap my arms around his waist and like kind of bury my head into his chest. Yeah, that would be really cool, Chad.
Sick. All right.
Yeah, tight.
Should we like make posters? Or like,
oh, yeah. Do you think we could do like a campaign to get me homecoming queen?
You know who's really good at campaigning? Emily.
Yeah.
She did
Emily
that for
is
president.
so good.
She got my vote.
But
there wasn't anyone else who ran for president, but I
No.
still voted for her.
That's really good. Taking part actively in a democratic system is really, really good, and you should go vote.
I'll do it again. Is there another vote? Did I miss
There
it?
is. Well, homecoming queen. You're gonna vote for me.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote for you. I'm gonna get other people to. We should talk to Emily about that.
Okay, but I think Emily might be running for homecoming queen.
Right.
Yeah.
But she totally said that, didn't she?
We could make posters just us, maybe. Like we could do it in the library after school, and we could.
You know who's good at drawing? I'm not great at drawing, but Bella's good at drawing. He's stumbling over this word over and over.
I feel like he would be like, she's a really good drawer. I can see him being
Yeah.
someone
A
who says that.
drawer.
Yeah, a drawer.
He's good. She's a good drawer.
She's an artist, yeah. That's good point actually. Maybe I could talk to her. I could. Yeah, I'll try find her. And do you want to be homecoming king?
I mean, if you're gonna be queen, then I guess I have to, right? Because we're like two peas, Hannah and Chad.
Yeah.
2 peas, just the both of us in it to win it, going for the goal. And he does like other football related arm movements.
I'm just gonna like ruffle his hat and just be like, yeah, Chad, we are.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Good plan.
So
we're gonna talk to Bella.
Right, Bella. Okay.
Yep.
And he turns you like away from the nurse's office. Like, and he's like, we're going for Bella now.
Okay, could we get my wrist? I mean, it's like twice the size it was 10 minutes ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally spaced. That's totally my bad. You're right. We should get some ice on that first. And then Bella, and
Yep.
then Homecoming.
Yeah.
But we have to talk to Emily to enter
No, no,
to
no, 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 no,
apply
no, 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 no,
for
no, no. Oh, yeah. Okay,
Homecoming.
that was. I was so worried you were going down a path, but you.
She
I'm proud of you.
said, I do remember she said that you had to apply. Today was the last day to
Oh my God, we
apply.
have to go find her right now.
But
But
Ice and then Bella and then
Ice, no,
Emily.
Ice, Emily, Bella.
Ice, Emily,
Emily,
Bella.
Bella. Perfect.
Got it. Let's do it.
Let's go
And
win.
he does the whole like, okay, I got you. Your arm is protected. All right, let's go into the nurse's office. Okay. All right. So you have some tasks. I would assume the things that the nurse go, like, as things in the nurse goes, she's like an older woman with permed gray hair. And she's like, oh, honey, like, you weren't supposed to da 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 da. Like, let's get some
I
ice
know.
on that. Do you have a brace at home still? You should probably wear your brace
Yeah.
for longer. And just like goes into that. Where I feel like for the things with Emily, she's probably like, do you have a class with her? Or are you just gonna go find her wherever her class is? Or
I'd expect we probably have a class together, yeah.
okay, so what class is it that you have together after lunch with Emily?
History.
All right, so you have history with Emily after lunch. And does anyone else also have this history class?
I like history. I have the class.
All right, so Harley also has this history class. And I'm assuming
Okay,
that
Hannah.
Tom and Bella have a different class together as you rotate through the school. So Hannah, you are a little bit late to this class because you were at the nurse's office. But you like roll up and the history teacher, who is a slightly balding older gentleman. He's got dark skin and dark hair, but it's like only like puffy on the sides of his hair, and his head is just like shiny and bald. He looks sort of clownish with his hair is like kind of
I love
like
him.
sticking out. And he's wearing again a suit jacket. His looks really worn in. It's probably like the teacher dress code that you guys have uniforms. They also have like things that they need to wear. But he's also wearing this like really bright yellow sweater vest and a brown like tie. He's like all school spirited up. He's very about the Baines Fall Hedgehogs. And there's like banners on his school. And like as you walk in, he's probably talking about, I don't know, World War II or something equally historical.
Fine.
And you do you go to your seat? Like, do you go over to like try and get a seat next to Emily? Are you going to talk to her before class, after class, during class?
Wait, so the class is in session, right? I'd probably
In session, you're late, yeah.
I'd just be like, sorry, as I walk in, and then if there's a seat next to Emily, I'll probably just sit there.
For sure. Yeah, there totally is.
I'm gonna go sit there.
Okay.
I would just like to say I'm in the front row of the class, and I have an affectionate nickname for the teacher, and he loves it, and I love it, and I call him Bobo because it was like a clown. We have a little secret handshake that we do, and he's the bestest. And I have really good marks in this class for some reason.
Just really great marks. He loves it. Okay, so you're sitting next to Emily, and she's like, she has this very organized planner open in front of her, and you can see her like crossing off like yearbook photo times that she's scheduled in, and she's just like crossing them out and writing like Tom instead. So she's like, I don't have to do this, don't have to do that. And she's just like not paying attention to the teacher at all.
Emily.
Oh, Hannah.
Hi.
Hi.
I was just wondering, and I'm like kind of like at a slightly lower
Right.
volume.
It's the way that people talk in class in
Yeah.
television shows. The teacher can't hear, but it's at a volume where
Yeah.
everyone else can. Yeah.
I was just wondering, I'd like to put both me and Chad down for Homecoming King and Queen.
Oh, yeah. And she like flips to like a very specific page that has like a little like sticky note sticking out of it, and it says homecoming. And you can see all the applicants. You can see it has her name and it has like stars next to it.
Of
And then it
course.
has Harley's name and it has like devil horns drawn
Of
on it.
course.
And then there's senior NPC one who's applied and will only get the vote from like themselves. And then there's she writes down your name for homecoming court, I guess. And then she's like, and Chad?
Yeah, he really wants to do it as well, I think, yeah.
All right. And she writes down Chad. And there's also Brad running for homecoming king. And then so this could have happened off screen, but when you were talking to Emily before, like Tom, did you express any interest in running for homecoming king?
No, I don't think we talked about it at all.
Okay,
but,
so
yeah.
there's just Brad and Chad now running for homecoming king, and then like maybe like, oh, I know, I'm so mean. Brandon, the kid that was absent from your class this morning, his name is also on the list. The kid whose brother was just killed, dead. His name is
Not
on the
murdered.
list.
Killed.
Killed.
It's
By an
fine.
animal, probably.
An
You know,
animal.
it's an animal in the woods in a teen mystery drama. It's probably an animal, yeah.
Yeah, so his name has been put on the list too, and it's obviously the rest of the handwriting is Emily's, but Brandon's name is not Emily's handwriting.
Are Holly and Brad like running together, do you think?
There's no couples. You enter separately.
Okay. Do you think Brandon is gonna be back in school soon? I don't know how well you know him. I mean, you know everyone, so.
She looks down at it and she's like, I guess so. I mean, he applied to be homecoming king, so seems like he's wanting to come back. He's probably just, taking a leave of absence or whatever. Grieving.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's understandable.
Anything else?
Oh, sorry. No, that's it. I get. When are we allowed to like campaign? Is that a thing? Yes, right.
I mean, how else are people supposed to know that you're running to vote for you, right?
Yep.
I'll be campaigning. You can be sure. I've already got my pictures taken, my outfit picked out.
You've already got your outfit picked out?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Is there a theme for homecoming? Do we need?
There probably is. Does anyone have any volunteer? Chat, what's the theme for homecoming?
Yeah, chat, what's the theme for homecoming? Can I talk to Emily when the conversation's done with Hannah?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and you can see Emily, like Hannah, you're looking at when you said like, are they running as a couple? Like you can see her looking at the list, and she's like drawing kind of like lines, like, okay, so Harley and Brad, and Hannah and Chad. I mean, you guys aren't together, but like you're applying together, so she's just like assuming.
Well, I mean, she draws. He said he wanted to do it together, but
and she draws a line from like NPC 1 to Brandon, and then she's like, so kind of circles like her name with her pen. She's like, I guess it would be super weird if like me and Brad were homecoming king and queen, right?
I mean, it's not like an actual couple thing, so it'd probably be fine. Like I don't mind if, like, I know I said Chad, but I don't mind who. If I was to win, I wouldn't mind who I would dance with.
Right, but like I mean, I just feel like Harley. I mean,
are you scared of her?
No.
you sure?
I am listening. I am examining with my ears the conversation.
I'm just saying that, you know, it presents a better picture. Even though you're not running as couples, it does help to get. And she like looks around the classroom and like everyone else present, and you can see her eyes going like, no, no, not you, no. And like she's kind of looking around, she's like, it does help to have a running mate, you know, like a vice president, right? To kind of get
Oh.
the rest of the popular vote.
Well, does anyone catch your eye? What about the new kid?
I mean, not elegant per se, but
Sympathy vote?
maybe, possibly. Do you know what class he has?
I've only seen him in English.
Yeah, he was in English.
But
this
he was
morning.
hanging out with Bella a lot at lunchtime.
Oh,
So maybe they have a
Well.
class together?
I guess the nerd vote is necessary. Okay. Yeah, I'll and she's just staring at her paper now, like going through some kind of thought process in her head, but like yeah, she's got your name down. So,
Okay. Well, thanks, Emily.
I would like to just get Emily's attention. Like, hey Emily, hi. I love your planner, by the way. It's really cute. I like it a lot. You always have like the same one like every year, like exact same. They still sell it like every year. That's so cool.
I have your name down for homecoming.
No, I know. Oh my god, no, I know. Of course you do. Like duh, like like duh. No, I was wondering how it is that you get all of this stuff done that you do. You know what I mean? Like you've done so much. Do you have like anybody helping you or like anything at all? Like
I'm very organized.
right. Okay. That's really cool. All right. Yeah, sure. I just want to double check because like I am so scatterbrained. Like I forget stuff like so easily. So I was wondering if there's anyone like that was helping you or anything like that. But like it's all you. That's so cool.
I'm like super listening to this, by the way.
Of course.
It's like it's all you. That's so cool. Like independent woman. Like yes. Like Mariah Carey work. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. I just want to double check. That's okay. That's fine.
Hey, Emily.
Yeah.
Do you
she's like looking around like, why are these people talking to me all of a sudden?
I am listening intently.
Whereas
I am examining with my ears.
Whereas Marissa was like, "Oh my god, you love me." Emily is like, "What do you want? Like, you want something?" Like, she's definitely like, "You've never spoken to me in your life or cared about anything that I had to say. Like, why are you talking to me?" So she turns to you. She's like, "Yes."
Do you promise not to let anyone interfere with like the votes or anything? Just
interfere.
Yeah, I mean, you running and organizing is questionable at
Undemocratic.
best.
I would never.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay.
Why would you even say that? I am the class president. If I could never let voter fraud go down during my last
Well, you
year in
are
office.
running and organizing it. But yeah, sure. I trust you. And I turn back to my book.
Okay. You have finagled a promise from Emily that she will not interfere with the
or let
election.
anyone else interfere.
Or let anyone else
do you
interfere.
mean?
Okay. I
No,
will
never.
mark that. Emily promised. Okay. And you've got your name in for homecoming queen and king. Or like court, I guess, if you're like the prince or duke. I don't fucking know how they.
I have no clue what
hierarchical.
homecoming is.
I think
Big
I
old
gave you.
party.
I linked you a thing. It's the first.
Oh yeah,
home-
just the first thing,
It's
right?
the first home game of the fall, the autumnal season. You
love
do the
autumn.
home football game and you cheer for your team, and then there's also a dance where you get to dress up. It's like one of
I
the
love
only
that.
dances that juniors get to go to. Sorry, America.
Yeah, I just had one prom and that was it. My whole school life. So
Okay, Emily promised not to let anyone interfere with the election. Okay. All right, so Bella and Tom, you have the same class for your last class of the day. It's biology, I guess. And if there's anything that you want to do during class, or Tom, you were saying like right before the end of class, like when school ends. But Bella, you were told by Marissa that Tom was on the guest list for watching anime, even though she was kind of a little distracted by the fact that Harley also wanted to come.
Gotcha.
So I guess like the bell rings for end of class and everyone's gathering up their books and like chattering to each other and splitting off into like their friend groups that are going to hang out or whatever. And Tom having no friends because he just got here is, I mean, Tom, you're next to your
Okay.
new best friend, Bella, who's
Yeah.
your best friend. And the
Bella,
school bell just rang.
Tom.
Bella,
Tom.
okay, I have a thing coming up and I don't want I don't know how to, okay. I need to learn how to like use a TV and a VHS and
Okay.
and a tape and like all of it. I think they're all related.
Okay. Well, Marissa
But-
mentioned that you're coming to watch anime with us. So do you want to do that there?
Well, that's what I'm prepping for.
Oh, you don't have a TV set up yet?
No, I've never had one.
It's literally a cord, and you put it in the back. And do you have a DVD player or VHS player?
I don't know what these letters are. What do they mean?
Okay, just when you come, I'll set it up because you're just gonna
Okay.
fuck it up. So I'll do it, okay?
But I mean, I
Just-
want to like
just-
make people impressed.
I
like
I will do the work
Mm-hmm.
and make it look like you do it. If you
Okay. Oh, okay.
if you don't act nice to Harley.
Okay. Who is that at one again?
She's gonna be there.
Okay. Wait. How many?
I guess she likes anime. I don't believe her. I don't want to get into it. I'm gonna do it for you. And
So
you're
Bella,
gonna yes.
I'm hearing that you're trying to convince Tom to do a thing. Do you have any strings on Tom? I feel like you didn't record your strings is what I'm really feeling like, because you didn't have any in your sheet, but I feel like you were supposed to have strings.
I know who Bella has strings on. I know
you do?
Bella's strings things. I think it's everyone has a string on Hannah because she's the Fae. Everyone has a string on Bella, and there's there's another condition thing that Bella has strings on.
I have a lot of strings on Bella.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not sure how many Bella would have on Hannah though, but I don't think Bella has any on Tom that I'm aware of.
Wait, didn't everyone have one on Tom though?
No, everyone has one on you and Bella. Not
okay.
Everyone. Yeah, I don't have any on Tom.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I was like, I feel like there's some manipulation coming. Do you have strings? But you don't.
So if I don't, can I roll or anything?
You want to make sure that you record the string that you have on Hannah because everyone has a string on Hannah. But if you wanted to gain a string on somebody, you would you'd have to roll something like turning them on or something like that.
Oh, okay. So can you try to turn somebody on whenever?
Yeah, you can do it whenever.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do it.
Oh god. Oh, god.
Okay, so
Here we go.
It's Bella's turn on at the sessions.
What does it look like when you're like in the slowly emptying classroom and you see Tom look like he's trying desperately to impress the last person in the world that you want anyone to talk to? Bella, you're like, don't impress. Like, don't.
Okay,
Why Harley? So what do you do?
So he has lint all over his shirt, so I pick it off really sensually. And I'm like, oh, let me just clean you up. And I'm just like rubbing. And I'm rubbing sort of like his back, the back of his shoulder.
Okay.
And I just kind of leave it there. And I'm just like, she's a really bad person. Like, you really shouldn't, just don't, just talk to Marissa or me more. Just try to ignore her a little more. And just slip, yeah.
All right.
touch.
So roll plus hot.
Okay.
It's our first hot roll. I'm so impressed.
I know. I'm so excited for whatever this is gonna be. Oh,
All
so
right,
close
so
to
it's
full success.
Almost a 10.
Oh.
Okay, so you get
That's
a 7
pretty
to
good.
9.
Yeah.
So you can Tom, you get to choose. You can either choose to give Bella a string, or you can choose 1, I give myself to you. 2, I promise something I think that you want, or 3, I get embarrassed and awkward.
I think I do. I just fall to the promise. Like, yeah, I
Okay.
don't know who did Harley, but yeah. Oh my, yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
You get you can see the blush rising to his cheeks. This farm boy who's probably never been touched by anyone outside of his immediate family. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh my God, touching girl. God. Yeah. Okay, Bella, you got what you wanted. You
Cool.
have extracted from Tom a promise that he will not be nice to Harley because she's jealous and mean.
And I'll set up the TV all for you. Okay. I'm not
Okay.
gonna fucking explain it to you. I'm just gonna do it.
Oh,
And pretend you did it.
how do I make it look like I did it though?
We'll get there earlier and we'll do it
Okay.
and then we'll come over.
Are we gonna break in?
No,
All right.
you're useless.
Fade on this conversation. You figure out how you're going to do the facade of Tom knows how technology works, and then I assume that Bella, you're off to go get snacks that you promised that you would give. Okay, so Harley, you mentioned that you had a task you wanted to accomplish.
I do. I would like to corner Tom in the hallway when his class is done.
Okay.
And have a little one-on-one, little chit-chat. It's like a little conversation.
Here we go again.
Just a little exchange. Just a little, have a moment.
So Tom, as you're walking out the door to class, you notice that someone is walking next to you and just keeping pace with you.
Hi, I'm Tom. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Harley. It's nice to meet you. It's Tom, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
Hi.
Yeah.
Me?
Woo.
What?
Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you all right?
Nothing? No. I mean, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, hi. I'm Holly. I'm we're in a homeroom together. I don't know if you remember. But basically, I just want to say hi because you're new, and I know that Brad made fun of you in homeroom, and I'm really sorry. That was really inappropriate of him to say
Was
that.
it?
Honest. Yeah. Okay. So when he said the thing about you being a mascot.
Yeah.
He didn't mean that. That was a mean joke because mascots look really stupid. But the thing that he doesn't seem to acknowledge, that I acknowledge, is that the farm boy strength is you'd actually be really good at the football thing. So I'm just saying just ignore what he said. You wouldn't even fit into the mascot suit with those big farm boy, big strong calves and arms. Anyway, just want to touch base because I was thinking, so Emily, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so nice. We're really tight, me and Emily. But yeah, is that? Did you not know that? Oh, did she not mention me? That's so bad.
No.
No. Yeah, no, we've known each other for all of school. Yeah, because I help out all the clubs and stuff, and then she does the yearbook stuff, and I'm really helpful with the photos for cheerleading, and that kind of thing. But basically, I noticed. Okay, so I noticed that she's running for homecoming queen. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
And the thing
With who?
That's the thing, right? Is that there's partners. So it's me and my boyfriend Brad, and then other people are running as a group, but she has nobody to run with. And I was thinking that you would you'd be so perfect if you could just save her the embarrassment and run for homecoming king with her, because wouldn't that be so cool? I can just sweep her off her feet and just be homecoming king with her, and be so helpful.
I think I want to, but what's homecoming?
So it's a big party, and then if you win homecoming king, the homecoming king and queen get an after party with each other, just one-on-one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was when the bell
Narrator
rang, we all
voice.
left.
This was not
No.
true, but Tom did not know.
So, I was just thinking, I don't know, you seem the kind of guy who likes to do good deeds, and I just wanted to let you know, and it's by you have to say by the end of the day, so you'd have to go and we can go and find it together if you want. You have to tell that you want to run for homecoming king if you want to,
Okay, I just gotta go ask Bella.
What?
Yeah, cause, well, and
Yeah, Bella's cool. Here's the thing, though. I want to lean forward, and there's a bit of lint that Bella didn't get, and I'd like to just
Lint-based
lift up
flirting
Tom's
is
collar
just
a little bit and like pick off the lint and like run my hand on the nape of his neck and be like, Emily is so busy and I bet she's gonna run right home after school, and I'm gonna try and turn Tom on as I'm doing this. She's gonna run like right home after school, and I just feel like I want her to go home happy, you know? And if we go and find Bella, Emily might get home and not know that you want to run for Homecoming King, and she'd be so happy, like a handsome guy like you, Homecoming King. Like, come on. Why don't you let's just go now and talk to Emily instead.
Tom's like, I'm never gonna put a dryer lint thing in my dryer ever again.
Never do.
I gotta
Wow, the ladies love the lint.
That's a 10, baby.
Oh, damn. Okay,
Whoa.
so Harley rolled hot to turn someone on, and she got a full success. So you gain a string. You gain a string on Tom.
Yes. Okay.
And then he gets to choose his reaction again. So he can choose to either give himself to you, promise something you think he.
What does giving
think
himself
Harley-
to me mean? Is that like?
Yeah,
That means like
Do we fuck?
Yeah, I was thinking in the school. I don't know if that's okay.
the idea is you're flirting with someone and they're like, oh, you want me? Well, then like I'll go in for the kiss or whatever. Like give myself to you means like instead of understanding like you're trying to manipulate me using your like flirtation, I'm just like, oh, you want me? Like that's giving myself to you,
Okay,
right?
got it. Okay.
And then there's the second one is to promise something I think you want. So that would be like, oh, you're trying to manipulate me using flirtation, I will give you this thing. Or you can just be embarrassed and act awkward. So your choice, Tom.
Yeah. I'd probably give a string, I think.
No, she gets a string no matter
Can I
what
not?
because
Oh,
she's
because it's a crit.
Yeah.
she gets both.
So I succeeded. Nape for the neck.
Yeah.
every
Damn.
time.
Okay, I get real fucking nervous. I'm like, okay.
So Tom, whose blush had barely subsided from when Bella was flirting with him earlier, all of a sudden his face is doubly red and he makes that noise that he just made.
Oh, wow. You know what, Fanboy? You are a breath of fresh air. You're so fun. We should definitely get you on the football team. What do you think about that?
I was real geared up to be a mascot. Can I be both?
Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we're really accepting here. So, yeah, and I'm gonna like walk with Tom to where, do I know where Emily might be? Like, do I know what her class might be?
I feel like that you probably keep tabs on most
I
people
think
that are
so,
any
too.
sort of like quote unquote threat to your power as the most popular girl in school. So like
Okay.
you might know where Emily is.
Okay, I'm gonna mosey on over to where I know Emily, like Emily's last class is, or whatever.
So Tom, are you walking of your own accord, or are you letting her like push you, or are you like trying to
linking
get
arms?
away from
Can we
her?
link
Or,
arms?
like
No, I was thinking it would be like pushing, and she'd be like kind of behind me, walking me forwards. And
Okay. The
Sure.
whole way.
Harley is like forcibly moving you down the hallway towards where she knows Emily is, and Emily. Let's just say Emily is an overachiever, and you know that at the very end of the day she like goes and gives her like president's minutes to the school secretary, who then promptly like throws it away because it's stupid. And so she's probably at the front office doing this like ritualistic I'm an overachiever bullshit. And so you find her like coming out of the front office where she's no doubt just turned in the applicants for Homecoming King and Queen. And she stops when she sees the both of you, and it's like, I told you, Harley, that your application, it's triple checked, you're in there.
No, I know. No, I totally know. I was just coming with Tom because he was really excited. He wanted to apply for Homecoming King.
Yeah.
Go on, tell her, Tom. Tell her how much you be Homecoming King. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was I just learned that what homecoming is, and I'm I'm kind of like excited for it. And I was just wondering if like maybe like if you wanted to be the queen, I could be also like with you.
Well, it's not a couple's vote, but I am running, and if you would like to, I could put your name in. It's a little late, but since it's your first day.
Thank you.
Also, we need to get you equipped with a camera so that you can take the pictures for your book. So, and she like turns back to the office and she's like, I think it's probably in the photography class. If you wanted to follow me there, we could go pick that up for you. And then,
Yeah, let's go pick up the camera. Sounds good. I have. Oh, Brad
don't
has.
you have some...
No, Brad has some photographs developing in there that I don't want anyone else to see. You know what I mean? So.
I didn't know Brad was into
Something.
photography, but you know, maybe he's not as shallow as he looks.
Okay.
All right, then I'll just put your name, Tom. I'll just put your name in for the homecoming king, and maybe we'll do the camera tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
And she like looks at Harley like, I don't want you going anywhere around with me. I'll just go back into the office, and kind of like turns on her heel and goes into the office.
Awesome.
But you've
thanks.
succeeded. You've
succeeded.
succeeded in getting Tom applied for homecoming king. So good job there.
Time to go watch anime. It's to celebrate.
Yeah. So, do you already know where Marissa lives? Because obviously Bella would, because you're best friends, and probably at one point she's somehow gotten you to come over to her house, even if you didn't want to.
Yeah,
I
I come
like-
over so much I could just walk in. Like I'm just very close.
That's so
Yeah,
good.
her parents already like know you, and they're like, oh
Yeah.
hey Bella. And so you're fine to go. Do you like Harley? Do you know where Marissa lives already? Or do
I
you
like
have
to think that like we were friends for like a second, like a couple of years ago or something. And because I always stay at other people's houses overnight, I stayed at her house like once when I really needed it. But I can't drive, so I need someone to drive me. I don't know how to drive.
Right. So you're with Tom when Emily like turns to go back into the office.
Okay.
And like, Tom, you know that Bella said that Harley was going to be going to anime. So
Mm-hmm.
do you gallantly offer her a ride, or do you say like
Well,
I've got someplace to be, or?
I also don't know how to drive, so I'd be like, hey, I don't know. Okay, so I hear you're going to the anime thing, which is
Uh-huh.
weird. I don't even know how many people are going. Like, is this a black tie thing? Am I supposed to put on a suit or something?
Well, you're already wearing a black tie, sweetie.
but like a
but-
better one.
Oh no, that one's fine. That one's great.
Okay.
So it's gonna be me, Marissa, Bella, and you, and that's it. It's just us.
Okay.
And I
Wow.
drive.
Emily.
I can drive.
Oh, okay. I don't. Yeah, because I take the bus everywhere. I don't know where it is even.
Oh, well, I know where she lives, but I don't know how to drive.
So
Do you know?
as you guys are talking, you're probably like slowly meandering out
Yeah.
to like the front of the school, like while you're both discussing the fact that you can't drive. Like Bella, are you like, I don't know, spinning donuts in the parking lot in your sick Nissan, or?
Yeah.
I'm walking my car and I hear them talking about it, so I offer them a ride, but I don't let Harley sit in the front seat.
Okay, so do you hear them talking about it, or are you gonna just like turn and say like, I'll give you a ride, or like?
I just say, get in my car.
Interact-
I'm driving us.
Okay, so you guys are talking about who's gonna do what, and then Bella's just like, get in my car, bitches.
Yeah. Just get in.
I happily hop in the back of the car.
I sit in this passenger seat. Hell yeah.
He's sitting in the
We're
front.
friends.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I'll just sit
God.
alone in the back. Thanks a lot, Tom. I don't say this, but me is thinking this.
Should we
Alright.
stop at the store for snacks?
Yeah. I mean, wait. Do we need to bring snacks to like this kind of thing?
Marissa told me to, and she gets really mad if I don't bring the snacks.
Oh.
You should probably bring the snacks then. I'm sure like her mum's.
What kind of
Nice.
snacks do you like, Harley?
Oh my goodness. Well, I've got my two favorite snacks right here. You two.
not-
I like hummus platters, charcuterie boards. Do you have like a charcuterie board? Like,
There's this $12 cheese and meat platter at Walmart. Is that cool?
yeah.
I know that.
You know Walmart?
No, like meat and cheese. I didn't know what the charcuterie thing is.
Okay. That's great. I'm going to put on some music now.
What kind of music do you have in your car?
We're in the 90s, so I'm going to need some assistance.
You could just be slightly out. It's an alternate universe. 90s.
ACDC. You put on ACDC.
We'll listen to some metal. And it's very aggressive. It's painful, nearly.
Extremely aggressive metal.
I'm still
just
reeling
comes out
from
of
the fucking joke about
speakers.
like, you know Walmart? No, I know meat and cheese.
So in this,
sorry.
I'm assuming the car isn't like the what kind of car do you have? Is it like brand new? Is it old? Is it hand me down? Like you don't have to say. Like,
My parents bought it for me. It's a just like a shitty Honda.
okay, So there's this shitty Honda. The speaker on Harley's side of the car, like in the back where she's sitting, is slightly out. So the metal is pretty bad. It's pretty loud in the front, but like where you are, there's also like static, and it like occasionally cuts out, Harley. So it's just the worst possible place for you to be sitting, and you're just having the best time of your life.
I'm loving it.
And you like blow down the main street of Baines Falls to the Walmart, which is like a brand new building that's just been put up like in the outskirts. And if we like fast forward 30 years, the entire place surrounding the Walmart will be like a brand new like strip mall with like suburbs and shit, but that's not all built up yet. It's just the Walmart. And you pull into the Walmart parking lot, and you can, if you want anything other than, you know, a meat and cheese platter, like you can absolutely do that. But like, who's paying?
I'm paying with my parents' credit card because they just let me
All right.
spend money.
It's for gas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
So you have this card that
It's
they've
just
told you to
snacks.
only use for gas, and you're using it for snacks, which is fine. And then you all head on over to Marissa's house. Where
I
she's, like,
shoplift a Diet Coke also.
Okay.
Also,
Does
while I'm
anyone-
at the store, can I talk to Harley and just be
what
like,
now?
so,
Yeah, you can take Harley aside. Absolutely. do
so,
it.
you like Inuyasha?
No, I've never actually seen Inuyasha.
Then why did you tell Marissa that you're so excited and you know about it? And
I didn't say I knew about it. I said that I've never seen it and that I've been meaning to watch it, and it would be cool to watch it with her.
and you
she's-
just wanted to do that with Marissa?
Yeah, she's like cute. Like, you're cute. And I'm gonna like twirl your hair a little bit in my hand.
Don't touch me.
Okay, I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. and
So
I
you
lost
liked her
consent.
cheer. You unironically enjoyed her cheer, and
I liked her spirit. You know what I mean? Like, I think you can see that you both have the same kind of spirit. Like, it's like
we
kind of
don't.
awkward and you don't. Okay, well, she has a spirit. I like her spirit. You know, it's sort of like, it comes off kind of awkward, but like, she means really well. Like, she's trying really hard, and I really respect people that, like, you know, go for what they want and that kind of thing.
you've never paid attention to us for the past 3 years, and suddenly you want to watch anime with us.
Well, Marissa didn't try out for Cheer Squad for the past 3 years, so.
Actually, she did.
Yeah, she did.
Well,
Do you remember her name? I don't even think you remembered her name.
I didn't I just have a lot going on, so I didn't remember. But like, I'm happy she's improved, and now I do remember who she is, and I want her on the team, and I think she's really cool. And I just, is it so hard to believe that I would want to hang out with people that aren't the airheaded, you know, cheerleaders and
Yes.
stuff? And that, okay,
Yes.
it is a little, yeah, a little.
Well, I'm so glad you're watching anime with us.
I don't think that you are. I think what's like the problem, Bella? Like, what's the issue?
I just know something's up. I don't know what,
Right.
but I just know.
Right. No, it's that I'm obsessed with Marissa and Tom, Bella, and I wanna cut them up in little pieces and put them in my basement. Is that
That's-
what you think's happening? What do you think the situation is, Bella? Like, I'm just trying to make friends here.
Are you trying to shut Harley down, Bella, or vice versa?
I think we're just
You're just arguing.
We're
Okay.
just arguing. We're just having it out.
So I feel like if there's some kind of conflict here, there's some kind of power struggle, that there ought to be a role. So maybe one of you, like Harley, maybe you need to like, I mean, I don't know if you're afraid, but like someone, you guys can talk around this like all night. Absolutely, you absolutely can. But at a certain point, like one or the other of you is going to need to like resolve it, make a role, like decide like what is it that you want from the other character, and like try and get it.
I am going to not touch Bella,
Yeah.
but lean a little closer to her so she can smell my beautiful vanilla perfume, and just be like, I'm just honestly Taylor dying. Taylor dying. It's made me like consider like a lot of things, and made me like scared of my immortality, like that whole like super like existential like whatever Nietzsche was talking about, you know. And it just made me think about a lot of stuff, and I'm just really lonely, Bella, and I just want to hang out with people that don't make me feel so lonely, and I'm trying to turn Bella on without touching her.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You don't have to touch someone to turn them on.
I want to do the turning, honey. Motherfuck.
Mark experience.
Yeah, right.
rolled-
I'm never gonna win with her.
Harley rolled a 6, which is kind of thematically perfect. So what happens when you fail? Let me just. Okay. So I feel like one, you get a string on Harley.
Yes.
Like absolutely you do.
Yes.
And then I think like effectively, like Harley, you will I think you gain a condition. And the condition is like it's effectively it's like not everybody's favorite.
Okay.
So
Like
the
can't
condition
win everyone over, yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you're trying to be like, well, I'll just use my wiles, like everyone likes me, and
Bella.
I'll just manipulate Bella into believing what I want her to believe, and she's just looking at you like sees right through you, and you can tell, like you can feel it, that it's just like maybe I'm just not ever gonna be this person's cup of tea, and it kind of gives you this like vibes into like the rest of your life, like oh my god, there's people who actually don't like me.
Mind-boggling, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm very scared.
So, yeah, gain that condition. Not everyone's cup
Okay.
of tea.
So wait, do I add a string on my paper thing?
You have a string on Harley, yes.
Okay.
So now you could, if you wanted to, roll pulling strings. If you wanted to, like, try to get her to do something or manipulate her character.
No, I'm just watching her.
Okay, so y'all, you know, walking through the Walmart. Tom just like gasping at like, there's more than one of the same shirt. Oh my god. So is there anything else that wants to happen before we get to Marissa's?
Tom, do you have cords and cables? Do you have a DVD player?
Yes.
Does Marissa? I thought she said that she had it on like VHS.
Hers is.
Does she not have a? Did she
She
advise
does,
to
but
watch television but doesn't own a television?
It doesn't work half the time. So Tom was like offering to help or
That's
something.
kind of expensive though.
I know. I don't think he understands
Right?
how much money things are.
I don't think either. What if? Okay, how about they have like a 30-day
We could
return
steal
thing
it.
here? We could steal it. Can we steal it? Let's steal it.
Yes.
Also,
Yeah.
the way you stole that Diet Coke was really amateur.
Well, what would you have done?
I would have just stuffed it somewhere else.
Well, there's no
Yours is
space
really
in my
obvious.
bra. Like it's all.
It's all
I'm-
filled with my massive.
No, I think you're just. I think the flatness makes it stand out more. So maybe you should have put it somewhere else.
Okay, let's steal these codes so I can strangle you with them at this point. Okay, Hawthorne?
All right.
Okay.
So y'all.
What's your surname?
It's Hawthorne. That's
No. Like Tom responded to a thing I said to Bella. I'm like,
Oh, okay. So you're gonna attempt to steal a television?
Yeah. No, I am.
A DVD player.
I feel like me and Bella are gonna go for the cords and Tom is gonna go for the television.
I'm
He's
going
just
for the
gonna like
fucking TV.
he's just gonna like walk out with it and no one's gonna notice because he looks
I'm
Okay. So you're having this conversation and you're talking about how the things Marissa has don't work half the time and pointing out like the TV, like this is the thing that she has that doesn't work. Tom, like what do you do?
I'm going straight to the TV. I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay. So
The
I feel
display
like
one?
I'm gonna ask you to roll to keep your cool and basically just like if you can succeed on this roll, everyone will just assume that like this is your television, you know what you're doing, and you can walk right out with it. But if you fail, then they're gonna be like, "Excuse me, sir."
I have a -1 in cold, so I'm so
This is gonna
excited.
be
Hell
fun.
yeah.
Just
Everybody
roll it
pray.
an 11 or a 12.
Pray for me.
Come on, you
in
got this.
prison in the
Do I
first
have to? Do I have? Oh wait, no. I hit the roll button and it's saying comment and then
Just
modifiers.
click-
Yeah, just hit-
Submit
just
twice.
Let's click through all of it.
So Tom had a -1 in cold, but he rolled 2 6s. So he got 11. So he blinding success.
Wow.
Best roll you could possibly.
Oh my god.
So
This is heavy.
Let's go.
you keep your cool. You grab the television off of the stand where it is, the one that like Bella was just gesturing at, like hers doesn't work half the time, and she's gesturing at this television. And Tom, you just like grab it and you start walking out of the Walmart, And because it's the display model, like nothing, like no sounds go off. Like they didn't have it locked down or whatever, because it's like a pretty big TV. Like 90s televisions are heavy, and you're just like carrying this thing like to the car, like you know what's up. Bella and Harley, like, do you do anything? Like no one's moving to stop him. He's just, like,
I'm like weirdly excited about it. So I'm like, let's go, let's get in the car. Nobody even notices. Throw it in the trunk.
I'm gonna try and is there
and I think I
cords
like
attached to the TV.
they're just the electric.
Yeah, just throw them in. Just cables.
Cables, all of that. Throw that.
And
right
I
in.
think I like Harley and Tom more after they commit a crime with me.
I'm also just gonna walk out of the grocery store. And yeah, just be very proud of Tom for stealing an entire TV.
We
stole
forget
a
the
TV,
hummus.
A Diet Coke, and no,
Yeah.
you definitely you got
our hummus.
11. You got your hummus platter, your charcuterie
Okay.
or whatever. Like you just walk out with it, looking like the there's a slow motion as the doors open. Tom's just got this thing like you're all walking slow motion. There's a breeze that blows your hair back, and like just like Charlie's Angeling like out of the Walmart.
Me with like a Diet Coke and like one tit, like walking out.
All right, so let's go to Marissa's anime house. Like, do you walk in with a television? How do you approach this?
I've been knock on the door and I'm holding the TV.
So you knock on the door and the door opens and all Marissa sees is a television with legs.
Hi, Marissa. Hi.
Hey, Marissa.
Oh my God! Like I have a TV. Like
Well, now you have two TVs.
have a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm an expert. I brought my own.
oh wow.
He has like a stock of them. Yeah, he has tons. He's always like fixing them up, working on
You know,
them.
this is
that kind of
actually
thing.
great. I've been telling my mom that I need a television in my bedroom, but she was always telling me like, no, like it's really bad for you to have a TV in your bedroom, like it interferes with your sleep or whatever. So like now I can just you just take it into my
Lame.
room, and then maybe she
Yeah.
won't like know. Like she doesn't come in my room very often. It's my private space. She says like kids need their own like private space, and she always knocks when she comes into my room.
This
So,
is
like, of course,
heavy. Can we put it in your?
So she'll
Wait,
leave
should I roll to shut down or should I just?
Oh my
She'll lead you back to her bedroom while she's just yammering on.
Oh, okay.
And like you said down, so she's taken her bedroom is like covered in posters. There's like you can't barely see what color the walls are painted because there's just posters of like anime characters and like boy band members, and like I don't know, K-pop wasn't a thing yet, but like maybe she has like some kind of like obscure Japanese like band poster. And like her bed is covered with a quilt that looks like sort of threadbare, but you can tell that she's very carefully like made her bed, and she had the window open to like air the room out, but you can see in like corners behind plushies that there's like some like crinkly like chip bags that she's hastily just like shoved into corners. She's like, oh my God, like I need to clean my room really quick. So like the window was open, but she like as she walks in, she like shuts it because it's getting a little cold outside, and she's like, so this is my room.
It's cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could put the TV, like she like shoves some plushies off of her dresser and like she just like pats it. You could put it right there.
Okay. I just I run up and just go poof and then drop it.
I like adjust the plushies so they're like a little bit more upright and less like on the ground, just discarded.
Right, and Tom, like you definitely put the TV like so the front of it is facing the wall instead of so the back is facing.
100%, please, yes.
Are you
And she's
gonna fit the cables in now from there? You're just getting a better look at the cables, right?
Uh,
Marissa, can I have
Tom,
some
Tom.
diet lemonade?
Tom, just passing the cords to me.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, diet lemonade. Can you just go downstairs? Anything. Like we're so thirsty. Tom's so thirsty. Bella's so thirsty. I'm so thirsty.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
of course.
just get us a
I'll
drink.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Okay. I have sugar free. Is that what?
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect. Great.
Thank you. Okay, bye,
And
Marissa.
so she'll go downstairs and like.
I'm gonna shut the door and I'm gonna stand at the door as well, so she'll have to like push in to get to me, and I'm just keeping watch.
Tom just set up the TV.
Okay, ooh.
Also, I whisper to Tom, don't forget your promise.
Okay. Here, okay, I know what's up, but if you could refresh me on it, I'll give you the cables, Bella.
Yeah. All right. Looks. Just remember, I was gonna make it look like you did the thing. You're making this worse. Harley's staring at us.
How do we? Oh yeah.
Just
Well,
don't forget the promise. Don't give her too much
I won't.
attention. It'll drive
Okay,
her
I
crazy.
won't.
It'll be funny. It'll be a good prank. It'll be funny.
Okay. Okay, I like
The
funny.
room is not
Okay,
that
when do
big.
we-
She's
All right.
literally like standing right here.
Can I hear them?
It's a bedroom. There's no way.
I like to think that I can hear them.
There's
I'm
music
pretending
on,
not
okay?
to.
It's
I'm
loud.
pretending not to though.
Okay.
I set up the
Okay, and
TV and
then
I'm like,
after-
oh, Tom did it. And
Thank
I'm just
you.
like, Tom, say you did it.
It's
Tom, say
definitely
you
one
did
of
it.
those. It's one of those
I-
TVs that have the VHS like built in on the front.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. I'm making it easier for you.
Tom, say you finished it.
I did all of it. Thank you. I can't wait until we're done here and we go and I think we pay for it next.
Okay, shut up. We're done.
And like you feel like Harley, you feel the door being pushed, and she's like, "Oh my God, hi, I got the."
Oh, Marissa, I'm so sorry. Oh, so awkward. Sorry, I put my shoe in front of the door. I'm sorry. And I like opened the door for Marissa.
And she's got like in one hand she has this like pitcher of lemonade, which she didn't bring any glasses for, and in the other arm there's like 8 VHS tapes that are like jumbled like in her arm. She's like,
Oh.
I've got everything.
You're so great. That's amazing. Okay. I like put the pitcher of lemonade like on the bedside table because I'm not gonna have any, so it's not my problem that there's no glasses.
Okay, so like, have any of you? I mean, obviously Bella, I know that you've watched Inuyasha before, but like the rest of you, do we need to start on episode 1? Like, do you need me to give you like the rundown, because I could tell you everything about like
Marissa,
everyone, or
just-
do you want
just
there
put
to
it
be
on.
no spoilers at all? Okay.
Yeah, episode
Just put-
1's
just put it
good.
on.
That's fine.
Just put it on.
Thank you.
So
Oh,
she like
Marissa, I was wondering how like, cause like I don't know if you do this. I'm kind of weird. When I want to watch something, I watch like so much of it, like right in a row, like tons and tons and tons. So I might want to like stay. I don't know about the others, but like I might want to stay like a bit late. Would your mom be okay if I was like slept over like for the night?
oh my God, she'd like
Yeah.
she'd love it.
Yeah. Okay. I was just want to double check. I'll do that. Okay. We'll have like a little sleepover and then we can like gossip. about
Okay,
it.
well, I want to sleep over too. Then.
Yeah, that'd be
Sure.
great.
Yeah,
I've never
we'll
had
just
a
all have a
sleepover
sleepover. We'll
before.
just all. have a
I'd have to ask her if it's okay if a boy stays
Yeah.
over,
That's
though.
kind of.
Mm.
Just tell your
Oh,
mom
yeah.
he's weird. She'll know he's not a threat. He's not like
Tell my
What's
mom
he-
what?
that. He's not like a threat. Like he's not gonna do anything to us. So it's not like a scary.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
Tom
I
like
just-
isn't like you wouldn't look at him and think like, oh, you know, like you would. I would be worried if Tom was in a room with my daughter. Honestly, you know. What I mean?
Why?
Well,
Yeah, because there's like a murderer around and or like somebody what?
Tom
no,
calls
it would be. I would be worried that
Marissa's like,
you-
oh my God, yeah, like, did you guys hear? Did you guys hear about Taylor?
It
like,
wasn't
oh
a
my God, I
murder.
feel
Tom, it wasn't
so
a
bad.
murder, It was
for
an
bringing-
animal. It was a wolf in the woods. Like,
I thought it was like a murder strangler or something. Somebody told me it was like a knife stabber, and they were
No,
like,
I
out in the-
definitely
Oh,
heard
wait.
that it had like scratches, like lots of them on it. I definitely think it was probably like some kind of giant wolf.
Could have been
Oh.
anything though.
You've heard
Could have been a
stories,
suicide.
right?
also, Tom can't drive, right? So.
Oh, I guess I am here. I guess I am staying the night.
Could have been a suicide.
Sorry, I'm not driving you home.
Okay.
It's okay. We'll just, if your mom says no to Tom, we'll just like pretend that he's left and we'll like stuff him under the bed.
Yeah, I can hide.
Yeah.
I'll just like, I mean, I just won't even ask. It's fine.
Yeah, we do this all the time in the cheerleading squad. So like, this is pretty normal.
Do your parents have alcohol, Marissa?
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
We could just
yes,
fill it up
yes.
with water like we did last time. When we're done, when we take some.
With a boy here.
Yeah, just let's do it. Don't be weird.
I'm not weird. I'm so cool. I'm
You're on
very
the
cool. I'll
cheerleading
go get. I'll get it right now. I'll be right back. And she takes the like lemonade and she brings it back downstairs and she leaves the room. I'm so sorry,
actually weird
Hannah's
about
just
that.
like.
I'm like, how do we
Nothing
drag
about
Hannah
that.
in?
Yeah.
How does Hannah
Vibin'.
have?
That's okay.
Are you the delivery person for the food that we order? Like,
Oh my God, Hannah, do you secretly work delivery?
do you
I-
work delivery secretly?
Sure.
You don't have to.
Yes. Sure, let's do it.
I pick up the phone and I order. I asked Tom.
Oh
his
wait, no,
favorite
actually,
food. Oh,
because I
Okay.
do work. I work at the arcade / pizza place.
right.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up
Oh.
the phone and I'm gonna call
Hi.
the arcade / pizza.
You're gonna
place.
pick up the phone that has a
Yes.
cord and
Yes.
is attached to the wall with a cable.
It's a little rotary, rotary situation.
It's
Pick
not
it up.
rotary.
Okay. So okay, Tom.
Ah.
Do you know what pizza is?
Oh, maybe once.
It has meat and cheese on it. There you go.
Hannah's not here. She can't.
I'm sorry. Oh.
So imagine. Okay. So imagine circle, but the circle's made of bread.
Oh.
Yeah, and then melted cheese on top of the bread.
Why don't you just buy it and he could taste it? You don't have to describe the entire fucking thing. Sorry, I'm trying to get drunk. I can't be around this like this.
Okay. I was just trying to make sure that he actually gets what he likes because I don't want to subject Tom to something that he isn't interested in.
You
Oh,
take
that's
the
right, you're
literally
just so
30
nice.
seconds it takes to dial the number of the arcade, which you have memorized because there's only like one business in town.
Hi.
Hannah.
Yeah. Can I just get a? What do you want, Bella? Meat lovers. What do you want?
Anything with like pepperoni.
Can I get a pepperoni pizza? That's what that would be called. Can I get a pepperoni pizza and? Okay, Tom. Do you like vegetables?
I'm taking whatever Bella said.
Yeah, he likes pepperoni too. So yeah.
Can I get 2 pepperoni pizzas and a large Diet Coke and
Garlic bread. Garlic bread.
Say please.
Please.
And a garlic bread, please. Large garlic bread. Thank you. Should we get Marissa?
Hannah,
food?
you hear the voice of your lovely friend who just rejected you from the cheerleading team, and then you hurt your wrist on the phone at your work.
God.
Right.
Oh no.
Without you.
And so like just we take the shot. Like Hannah picks up the phone and hears Harley immediately go into the order for the delivery, and we like slowly pan back from her face as her eyes are rolling like farther back into her head, where while this whole conversation is going on, and she realizes that everyone she knows is hanging out without her. And as we pan back, like there's the like flashing lights of an empty arcade. There's like pizzas under hot lamps that look even worse than like Little Caesars. And then like sitting at the counter, just like staring forward with like these dead eyes is Brandon, who missed school but didn't miss work. And he's just sitting at the counter of the arcade, like with all of these brightly colored arcade like toys, the ones that you win with tickets, like in front of him. And he's obviously he's your guys' age. He's in your class, so he's also a senior. He has his hair like dyed black, and it's like shaggy, like emo hair. He has the like the goth spike bracelets. He's a little bit chubby in the same way that his brother Taylor was after he stopped playing football. So he's like a little bit chubby. He's wearing a band t-shirt that he probably got at, I don't know, Hot Topic. Did that exist in the 90s? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it did.
And he's just sitting there just staring as you're like on the phone. And it pans back to like take in the whole scene as Harley finishes her order for delivery.
It's on the way.
Thank you. Can you put it on the Baines tab, please?
Oh, of course. Thank you. Have a great night.
Thank you.
And you hang up and you look over at, ordinarily, Brandon would be the one driving delivery orders because he's older and has a license, but you're looking at him and he's like not there.
Brandon? 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 Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Are you okay?
Is anyone really okay?
Well, I think some people probably are, yeah, actually. I'm so sorry about what happened to your... I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I am so sorry. You are probably in a really bad... I'm so sorry. Oh my God.
And he just starts staring again. He's just like completely out of it. He's spacing.
There's pizza. Should I... If I go, do you want to stay here and look after the phone and make sure no one?
What?
I'll be back in 10 minutes, maybe 20.
Sure. And he just
Okay.
continues staring at this. Like, there's one kid on the Pac-Man machine who's like just like playing Pac-Man, and like everything else is just lights and noises and like absolutely no substance. It's just like the black hole that is Brandon, like sitting at the table, is just like taking all of the fun out of this arcade and just absorbed it.
Okay. I'm gonna like get the pizzas, but then get another pizza and just kind of put it like a slice and just kind of put it in front of him and just be like,
Alright.
you should eat something, okay? Just eat this. Please. Please.
And then I'm assuming that do you have a car?
Well, no, I don't drive. I don't have a driver's license. I have my bike and I have a little basket in the front of the bike. So I'm gonna kind of.
Oh. Still hit my pizza from a
This is
couple
on
of
their
days ago,
side.
isn't
It is. Absolutely.
Oh.
And I'm gonna kind of balance the pizzas in there with the garlic bread and just kind of hold the Diet Coke in one. Oh, my poor wrist. Holy shit. One
You're
wrist
wearing your
is-
brace and like
one of, I don't know which one's steering and which one's holding it, but
all
we're
right, so
trying.
in the miraculous timing that happens with every television extravaganza, right at the same time that the doorbell rings, we have Marissa like coming out of the kitchen now with 2 things of lemonade, which are probably half lemonade and half clear liqueur.
Oh my God,
And
I'm
the
gonna
door
get
and the
wasted.
doorbell rings, and she like kind of like elbows it open, and she's like, "Oh, we
Hey.
ordered pizza."
Yeah. Yep. I have it. Marissa.
My hands are like totally full, so could you bring it upstairs?
Yep. Sure.
Rad. Super rad.
What
So
up?
like, did you know that Harley and Bella and Tom are all anime fans? Like, I knew Bella was, but I did not know that Harley was interested. Anyway, like she came over and we're watching anime, and it's like the best time ever. I've never had this many friends in my house.
love
Do you want to
Marissa's.
watch anime? I mean, I guess you're working. You are wearing that awful shirt. I mean, red is great, but it really doesn't go with your hair. You know what they say about redheads and red? And she's like walking like to her bedroom, like.
I'd love to watch anime. Yes, I know a lot of. No, I don't know a lot about anime. I don't know why I said that. I'd love to watch anime.
That's oh my god, this is great. This is gonna be so great. By the way, like don't tell my mom, but we totally put vodka in the lemonade. So like, shh.
Oh my
It's gonna be
god,
great. It's gonna be super great. So Marissa
it's a
like
school night.
nudges open the door to her room, and she like brings in the 2 things of lemonade, and maybe she has like some red like solo cups like crushed underneath her arm, and then behind her walks into the room Hannah, now wearing a brace and a bright red shirt with like the arcade logo on it. And I
Hi,
think
Hannah.
that's the beautiful picture we're going to end our session on. We have the group finally together.
Stolen TV, alcohol.
Yeah,
Hannah's
movie
there
night.
in pain.
Yeah.
Hannah's in pain. Amazing. Oh my god.
Yay.
It never goes the way you think it's going to go, but it's always better.
Holy shit.
You stole a whole TV, like a
You rolled a
90s
12, like you rolled like
TV.
a nat 20.
Like a-
I was really hoping for a situation where I could like walk out and be like waving at them, like, "Thanks, guys, have a good day." Like, just
when you
no
were like,
idea
do
what
we
I
go
did.
back and pay for it now? It's like-
Beautiful. Amazing. So thank you all so much for watching this session. It's been so fun. Make sure that you bookmark your Sunday nights or afternoons, depending on which time zone you're in. I think it's 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Pacific,
BST.
9 p.m. BST or
Yeah,
whatever.
9 p.m. BST.